Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to continue on with our Dragon of Icespire Peak campaign. Other than that, a couple shout-outs. Just one to Extra Life if you guys want to donate to some sick kids to my local hospital. If you guys see the link in the About section, click there and help support them as best you can. Other than that, we also have the music all done by Sirenscape. So if you guys want to check them out, just go to sirenscape.com. They're pretty awesome, actually. All the music is done by them today, so everything you hear is actually out of the Dragon of Icespire Peak set. So highly recommend checking them out. And we're going to jump in the Discord now.
Hey,
guys.
Hey.
Hey.
We all ready?
Yep, good to go.
All right. Okay, so a little recap from last time. You guys had basically made your way into this barrow, kind of shaped like a very large dragon. And you guys kind of made your way in there, and it was raining really bad, thundering and storming kind of thing. And as you guys kind of made your way through there, you noticed that this place was actually trapped in various locations. Especially Theron learned those lessons pretty quick, kind of slowly falling to his doom.
Learning didn't help me.
Yeah. So you guys ended up finding this dragon sword, and when you guys grabbed it, you realized that there's like these kind of like invisible, almost like air elementals. You're not really sure exactly what they were, but you realize that they're actually very dangerous. So you guys started making your way out of there, and you started to realize that these things were only attacking whoever would attack them or whoever was wielding the sword. So you guys managed to make your way out of there, thanks to Varys kind of making sure that he was pumping out as much water as possible from going down the stairs and basically making it almost impossible to get out of there. Fortunately, Theron also got out of there with his little skeletal horse that he found. So anyways, you guys all started kind of running as Theron kind of just takes off on this horse with the sword. And all of a sudden, as he's starting to take off, he turns around and casts this lightning bolt, his last charge that he had received from Altar earlier on in the campaign. And this lightning bolt was a direct hit and was just enough damage to kill that thing. And fortunately, you guys are all alive, and you have the sword. So you guys are kind of all just grouped up at this point, kind of just like taking a breather, hoping that there's nothing else lurking around ready to attack you. But here we are. So it's roughly like the afternoon at this point. It's kind of hard to tell because you can't see the sun. It's very cloudy. It's cold. It's dark. You hear thunder and you see lightning here and there. It's raining a little less hard than it was before. And you guys are kind of just grouped up at this point. So what did you guys want to do?
So, have we short rested?
I believe you guys took a short rest, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think we did that because you guys figured out what those magical items you found down in the barrel were and all that.
Right.
So I'll assume you guys are all with your horses right now, which, yes, they're all still alive. The only one not there would be Thunder, which was scared away by Thunder.
Lame.
Lame.
Excuse me. Just chucking some flames around. It's raining. I just wanted to feel cozy, okay?
Do you guys want to head back around to get to the Falcon's Lodge, or do we need to go back to town first?
Can you show us the world map? Shut up.
think we'd probably be best off just continuing up north towards the river and then following that to the loggers' camp, and then the trail to Falcon's Lodge.
Yeah, I'm up for following the river. I think that's safer than going through the forest.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably wooded there, but yeah, better than a direct route through the forest where we might get lost.
All
Now
right.
you can all roll an intelligence.
Nope.
Why am I an advantage? We are all so smart.
Rain and Theron, you guys do remember that there is a path through the forest.
Yeah, at the bottom,
Yeah, and you guys have not actually gone this way before.
We don't even know if there's a path from the river to there. We assume there was a path from the lodge to the loggers' camp, correct?
There was a
Or
path
somewhat.
from the loggers' camp to the lodge, but you guys did look around, I remember, and you didn't see any path that led anywhere from the loggers' camp.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just the river.
Yep.
I suppose the loggers might just float the logs straight down the river.
How far away is Neverwinter?
Well, you can see there on the map. Just do the thing there. A day.
So if we skirt around the edge of the forest, probably take us a couple days to get to the path.
You also got to think of the.
If we start
Wagon.
tonight,
I
yeah,
don't
well,
think we have anything to repair the wagon if we mess it up
Well-
cutting through.
it's afternoon, so we could probably get like 2, maybe 3 hours more, get a little closer to the forest tonight, camp, and then hopefully make it to the path in 2 days.
How long would
I
it
think-
take just to cut straight through?
Would take us probably a long
Like,
time.
it depends
that
if
would
we get
depend on
lost or
some
not.
survival checks, yeah.
Yeah. Rain, how good are you at navigating in woods?
And if we skirt the edge of the forest, we can't
Okay.
get lost because we'll always have the forest tool one side of us.
Yeah,
Well, if we go through the forest, we're tracking about 30 miles and doing survivals.
Mm-hmm.
and probably with
Yeah,
the
yeah, around 16. I don't know. It's a tough call.
I vote skirt the edge of the forest to the south.
I say we get
yeah, go,
that's a good
either
idea
go
for me.
around it or take the
Okay.
roads. Either way.
Sure.
So we want to head due east, just for a couple hours until we have to set up camp.
All right, so it's probably about like 4 o'clock. You're not really sure at this point, so you can travel. Like, you guys haven't really traveled at all today, so you could travel through the night if you wanted, or do you just want to go till like roughly midnight kind of thing? What are you thinking?
I say once we get towards like dusk, stop and set up camp. That way we're not traveling at night.
We have dark vision.
With disadvantage for any attacks that might come at us.
Somebody remind me when we get back to town to buy a couple axes for chopping wood, so we can build fires.
I say, oh, that's easy. I grab some branches, throw them in a pile, and ignite them.
Okay, fine then.
Your
So-
branches aren't going to last too long.
Did you recast that owl, or are you going to do that, Strike?
When we stop, I don't want to do it right now before we get moving.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just get rid of the owl for now.
And did we identify the loot
Yeah.
or not? It's right now.
Yeah,
It's in my inventory as identified.
yeah. You guys did a short rest, and those of you that had whatever items tuned to them and all that. Wow, actually,
What was the loot?
What was what?
The loot?
I think we went over that last time, but we can do it again if you want.
Yeah, you
Well,
identified it.
it's just written in my inventory as identify. So,
Identify.
as in, I have to identify it or I have to wait. Instrument of illusions, is that it?
Yeah, like
Yeah, that was
you spent the. That's what you were doing with the short rest that you just took.
Okay.
Yeah, you all took a. Because I believe, Katai, you took the sword. You're not attuned to it yet, Katai. You just know what it does.
Okay.
And then I don't believe the loot and the necklace actually needed to be attuned to, but you guys figured out what they do. Correct me if I'm wrong.
In the description, it says requires attunement.
Okay.
For the loot.
Okay, then yeah, you're not attuned to it yet. You need to attune to it. If it says it needs attunement, then you've only identified it at this point.
And it was the long journey of becoming a rock star.
Yeah.
Long and painful.
Well, for us.
There. The necklace did not require attunement.
Okay.
How many fireballs did it have, too?
4. You rolled a 1.
Ah, yes. Yeah, okay. Good.
I could have had 9.
Can Strike spend a little time just analyzing the loot and see how much he thinks it's worth?
Yeah, if you... Well, it depends what you guys are doing here. I don't know what you guys are...
But once again, I guess we'll wait till we stop.
Well, during the rest, our short rest, I was looking at the necklace, and then like my eyes went like wide, and then I put it on, and Strike asked what it was, and I was like, "Oh, it's just a necklace."
Just a necklace.
Would I recognize from like some readings or some dispensing stuff of what it
I
is?
think you rolled for this last time too, because you were
Oh,
trying
we
to
did?
figure out what it was.
Yeah.
I thought you did, and then you didn't.
I don't know if we
recognize
can
it.
Scroll up.
Okay.
I'm sure
I
there's
thought
a
you did.
roll.
Did not drop that necklace, bro.
No, Jedi's roll for the necklace is in there, but no other kind of rolls, no like
Okay.
insight or anything like that.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yep, you're good.
We just assume that you always do that all the time, so.
Can I do it now?
Yeah, I that Strike's gonna try and steal the necklace, so I tell him it's just a normal necklace.
Okay, so I guess first of all, just give me insight versus his deception.
Damn it!
Ouch.
Ooh.
Yes.
Anyone else can roll
The
on that
negative one beat about.
if you guys want, but Strike, you most definitely believe it's just some kind of necklace. Nothing important. So, yeah,
Does it look valuable though?
Well, you can give me a perception to see how much of it you actually see, because it sounds like Theron keeps it pretty close to himself.
Yeah,
I mean,
I put it on. I'm wearing it. I mean, so it's in view.
it's pretty shiny to you. It looks it definitely looks valuable.
Yeah, the picture looked like it was gold going down to the beads. Yeah, the chain, the smaller chains looked gold.
I'll show you the picture.
Strike's gonna say we should probably sell that.
I like it. I think I'll keep it.
Goes
Well,
with
I think we
the
should see how much it's worth. You know, we could probably buy some good equipment for it.
step forward and say, "I know what it's worth. It's worth
Just-
about 100 gold pieces."
Strike some years at you.
Really, Varys? I'm not so sure I trust you on that.
I mean,
I have a good eye for these things.
I mean, like, I can wear the necklace. Can you wear the loot?
I'll trade you.
I can't wear that. Plus, instruments are dumb. Everybody knows that.
What? Okay.
Especially flutes. Flutes are dumb.
Oh my.
So I think we're going to travel here and then rest, right?
We'll
Yeah.
get as far that way as we can, I guess.
Yep.
I think we should do like due east towards the forest, like get closer to it. So it's because like right from where we are right now, we probably can't see the edge of the forest.
Well, I think if we're going to be on the grassland anyway, we might as well do a straight shot.
Well, if it's 8 miles, we might be able to see it way in the horizon.
Like you can kind of just make out the forest out in the distance. It's a little difficult, but it's mainly just due to the rain and whatnot. But you can still kind of see it.
Yeah, I think we should get closer to the forest, and then that way we can be sure we're skirting along it.
Yeah.
Now, you can travel about, every hour is going to take you about 3 miles. So do you guys just want to, like, how far do you want to go? Kind of like 6 miles kind of thing? So 2 hours or a little bit longer?
Yeah, if it's afternoon, that's probably about how long we would travel.
Okay. So you're kind of just going right to the forest here then, is what you're saying? Just right to the edge of it. Not right beside it, but close to it?
Yeah, we put a little bit between us and the forest, so we don't get surprised by something coming out of it.
Gotcha. Okay, well, so you guys start making your way out of there, and as you guys are starting to, like, move away from this barrow, and you're all on your horses, one thing I need to actually get figured out, Farron, are you giving your horse to Varys?
Yeah, when they came back and they couldn't get his, I would have said, "Here, you can take Lucky Lightning."
Okay.
He served me well, and he'll do the same for you.
Appreciate it. Guess I'd slow the whole group down if I was walking anyway.
I'm sure Theron could give you a piggyback ride.
I'm just joking. There's a wagon. I'd just sit in it.
Yeah, but who would pull it?
Look
One
at
horse.
me.
Sinister's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you guys start making your way towards the forest. And the rain and this kind of like light storm does not give up at all. It's still kind of continuing on. So, you guys do manage to kind of get to where you want. It takes just over a couple hours kind of thing to get there. And when you guys kind of get to your spot, you realize that it's going to continue to rain, most likely, throughout the night. I think, Meg, you can verify that if you want.
Oh, well, yep.
So, yeah, Meg, you can tell. So it tells 24 hours, right? So
That's fine.
It actually it does stay kind of like it looks like a little storm cloud for like the most of the vision that you're looking at it, but then it starts to, you can tell it starts to like lighten up, and then you start to see sun after kind of near the end of that like little vision that you have.
Okay.
So
So cheerfully. It'll cheer up by when we camp tomorrow.
It's great. Is there any shelter around?
We've got 2 tents. We just gotta put them up.
yeah, so there is not really anything in this area here. There's some larger hills in this area, but there really isn't much to kind of hide around, or there's no caves or anything really like that. Tents are definitely your best bet.
How many good berries do we have left? I used all 9. Do we have at least 4 to give the horses?
I have mine.
I have 1, I believe. And we also have their feed too, by the way.
Yeah, but if we can avoid using their feed, that'd be better, because we can forage for our food if we need to.
Yeah.
I can forage, or I have 1 spell slot remaining. I could cast good berry. Oh, mind you, I need that cast for tomorrow.
I have 2 good berries, so I'll give it to my horse. And
I can give one to a horse as well.
I want for my horse. Want me to go and find something to eat?
Yeah, and then that way if we cast it right before bed, then we have those good berries for tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. So, fortunately, too, in this area as well, there is quite a bit of grass. So your horses kind of graze anyways, but you can tell they're full, but they keep eating anyways. Kind of the saddest thing of all of this is when you're kind of like watching the horses here and there. You notice even the skeletal horse is like kind of chewing at the grass, and then it's just kind of like falling out of his like mouth and whatnot.
Oh man.
So it makes him happy.
He's so sweet.
What you naming him, dude?
What?
What are you naming him?
He is Shadow.
Oh.
Shadow. I can change that.
Didn't want to go with Bony McBoneface.
It was very close.
Is this horse louder than the others? Like, does his bones like clink every time he moves?
No. It's
Well,
not
they
like
wouldn't
that,
be
though.
touching. They'd be in like an anatomically like correct position.
Yeah, but I steel bones clink every time you move. Feels like that sometimes.
Changing the name of that skeletal horse here. This thing wants to work for me. Oh, there we go. Shadow. Okay. Cool. Alright, so you guys managed to set up your camp. You guys kind of hear things out in the forest throughout the night. It's kind of hard to hear, but you hear like wolves kind of, howling, and you hear like this weird kind of screech here and there. And you guys are alert, and you guys are kind of watching the area. Strike, did you want to cast your owl again?
Yes.
That's not the actual... I gotta roll him. I just dropped that one in. He's only got 1 health point. Not that it matters, everything does over 3 hits anyways.
I was gonna say he has never been hit and not died.
Alright, so anyways... Yeah, so you guys make it through the night. No issues. It's still...
Wait. I would like to do something during my watch.
Okay, sure.
First, I want to, first I want to see if I know the value of the loot.
Okay.
If I can determine it. I don't know, intelligence or...
Well, you have fencing too, so that'll help you here. So, I'll give you advantage on the... Yeah, that sounds good to me. Just roll that and then advantage on it.
And I will cast guidance. What was it?
Intelligence.
Did you say intelligence?
Yeah. Advantage.
Oh, good.
12. You know it's got to be worth more than $100, but probably not much more.
All right. Then who else is on the watch with me?
I would have had first half of the night.
I think we go over this
What's
every
that?
time.
Wait, so who's on it with me?
Which half of the night?
But too many people talking at once.
All right, so I'll just I don't think anyone really knows. We go over this every time, and I don't think we've ever like written it down. So who takes the? So basically, we're gonna split it up into like, I would say 4 kind of sections to make the most sense of it. So who's gonna take first watch?
I always do. I'm sorry. I meant second half. I always do second half of the night for my watch.
I'll do the first half as well, or me, Varys. So.
Okay, Varys, Theron, and then who's next?
I'll do third.
Okay, and who's last?
I'll do the last one.
I think Theron wanted to do the second half.
Yeah, he was gonna go, I think, last. Or
Oh, okay, now I'll go second then. And then third.
It's better to have 2 people watching at once.
Yeah, and you guys are all kind of, like, you guys will also be. It's more like who's actually watching, and then there's also because you guys only do the trance for 4 hours, right? And then the other 4 you can kind of just relax and just kind of keep watch lightly. It's who's actually like doing full on, like kind of walking around and keeping a watch kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I have Varys, Theron, Jabba, Strike, and then who has the last watch?
Me? Sienna?
Sienna. Okay, and then Rain, you're just kind of mixing and matching, helping out here and there, I suppose.
Okay. Yep. Can forage.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. Okay, so you guys are all good with that. I'll write that down, and then we'll just assume that that's the way you guys are always doing it,
Yeah.
because we do this every time, and they're in
One note.
Strike, and then Sienna.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm just taking some medicine.
Sorry? Okay, so anyways, so Strike, you're on the third watch, so what did you want to do?
So, when is Theron sleeping during or doing his trance?
during first and third. So I'm trancing during first, watching during second, trancing during third, and then I'm just up and about during fourth, doing light stuff.
So you're trancing during my watch. Great. Strike's curiosity is going to get the best of him.
But
He is
transit
going
doesn't
to-
necessarily mean sleep either, though.
I know.
It's a
So
sleep-like state, but
Strike is going to be sitting about 25 feet away from Theron. He wants to cast Guidance, and then he wants to cast his Invisible Mage Hand.
Ooh, okay.
And then he wants to try to stealthily grab that necklace, unclasp it, and take it off, and
So
take a look at it.
You're gonna try and unclasp it, or are you gonna just try and remove
Yep.
it from his neck?
Uh,
Because it's only
Both?
one hand.
it can only do one action
yeah.
at a time.
I guess I'm going to try to remove it. If I remove it, it's not like just yanking it off, right? It's sort of like pulling it over his head gently.
I'm kind of just looking at the picture, and I don't think there is actually a clasp on this one, to be
Okay.
honest. I don't see one there.
So I'm trying to gently pull it over his head.
I think that it would not be very sensible to make a necklace of fireballs that could just come off over your head. Because you might
Do you
be
see a
upside
clasp?
down or fall off a horse or something at some stage. And
All I can say is I don't see a clasp on there, so we're going to assume that there is not one on there.
design flaw, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, whatever you do,
It's a
don't drop it with that mage hand.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
God.
I think that the beads have to be pulled off, right? Well, then again, I don't know. I have no idea.
No, it even says on the thing you can throw the whole necklace in.
But the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Does that end up being,
However,
fifth level
Strike
spell?
does not know this, so.
All right.
Okay.
Well, he's curious.
All right, so you're gonna try and okay. So let's do well. You, Theron.
I did cast Guidance.
Yeah, Theron, you're gonna do a perception, but it's gonna be with a disadvantage. Because you're still somewhat okay. Pretty high, and then let's do. I guess we'll just do a sleight of hand. I guess
With the Guidance? That's the Guidance?
yes.
Whoa.
You're gonna get it, and you slowly, kind of comes right off his neck, and you're just holding it by like the back of it right now.
All right, I'm just going to examine it.
So you bring it to yourself and kind of just look at it.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll probably use Guidance.
Okay, and well, I mean, you'd have to look at it for an hour unless you're gonna use Identify. If you
I got 4 hours.
Okay. So you're just gonna identify it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So Theron, how much trance did you do on the first?
I did trance during the first watch. I had the second, and I tranced during the third.
So 4 hours of each, or 2 hours?
No, yeah.
Two.
So two, and then the last 4, I'm just doing light stuff.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so yeah, you managed to get to 1 hour in, and you figure out exactly what this thing is. I don't know if you need me to post it again, but I will. I'm sure it's getting annoying by this point.
Do I know the value, or can I guess at the value?
That is a good question, because I don't know the value on that. Just look it up here.
I don't need to know right now. I'll probably be using that against Theron later. That information.
I'm just, I can look it up quick here. Oh, Jesus. So it's, yeah, so first of all, you can give me, with advantage, and I assume you're going to do your guidance, intelligence.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, still got it good though.
So
Still good.
You're pretty sure that this thing, you see about 4 beads on it, and you think probably at least, like now that you know that they're fireballs, they gotta be at least worth $50 to $70 per ball, and then the necklace itself is probably about $150. So you have a pretty good idea that this thing's quite valuable for sure. But
Right.
you think more value in this thing is actually using it rather than selling it, just by looking at it.
I gotcha. All right, I will cast guidance again and have the mage hand. Cast the mage hand again and put it back on Theron.
Okay, so before we do that, we are going to have. Well, Rain, what do you think you're doing right now? Do you think you're like? I guess it's a question of when do you think you would be resting, and when do you think that you would be kind of walking around?
Yeah, I don't really know. What is the best time for hunting? Would you say that would be the second half of the night?
Yeah, maybe even the morning. Kind of like
Yeah.
the last, when things are starting to wake up and whatnot.
Dusk or bright in the morning.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Morning is
Let's,
usually best.
Let's be fair. Let's flip a coin.
And then
Go.
So that's when you're up is 2?
Yeah. Yes.
Or wait, what was the 1d2? What's that for? Like the dusk?
That was just me. That was just me flipping a coin to see whether I was up in the first or second half of the night.
Oh, okay. So are you up in the second half or the?
Second. Yep.
So you're okay. So you are going to give me a perception if you've seen what Strike is doing. Nope, you don't notice.
I carry on skinning the whatever it is.
All right, and then let's get another sleight. Was that your sleight of hand? No, that was the last one. Yeah. Okay. So give me another sleight of hand, and you, Theron, are going to give me a disadvantage perception.
you're more perceptive to closer to being awake.
And he makes it again and puts it right back, and nobody notices anything.
But Strike has a lot more information now.
He sure does.
Strike.
Okay, so was that it, Strike?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else? I think everyone's just continuing on.
I'd like to make the thing that I'm going to attune to the dragon sword now.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you can start using it now.
And I guess I might as well attune the loot. I got nothing else to attune to.
If he attunes to it, does it lose its value of selling?
No, not at all. Not at all. Anyone
Just
can
curious.
attune. Yeah, anyone can attune to anything. You can only attune to 3 magical items. Keep that in mind. But anyone can attune to anything at any time. So if he decided he didn't want to use it anymore, someone else could attune to it, but as soon as the other person attunes to it, Strike would no longer be attuned to it.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Yeah, you can't have multiple people attuned to one thing. Anyways, so you guys wake up in the morning. It's still kind of raining, and it's definitely still windy. Kind of the wind is coming from the coast. It's kind of a miserable morning. But yeah, you guys wake up. Is there anything you guys wanted to do, or just continue on?
Hand out the good berries. That's a Freudian slip if ever I saw one.
Yes.
You can
Is this
give
how
me
he
a
wakes everybody up in the
performance.
morning?
Performance.
Do it.
Oh, you want a performance?
I want a performance. Yeah.
And I will not use
Yeah,
guidance.
So yeah, you hear him kind of start up this lute, and he's starting to play it, and you guys are just like, "Oh my god, you need practice."
You know what? I can't my flute and stop playing with him as well.
Okay, performance.
try and make it better.
Have you got Sienna?
Whoa, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Sienna just puts him to shame when he starts playing hers.
Yeah.
Like Devil went down to Georgia on the flute, and
All right. So, was the plan just to travel the whole day?
Yeah.
And are you guys
Yeah,
going
it's-
slow pace, fast paced? What's the plan there?
what's the ground condition like?
Where you guys are at, you can easily make your way through here with the wagon and horses. No issue. I mean, it is wet, so they kind of slip here and there, but it's nothing to be worried about.
All right, normal pace then, I
Yeah,
guess.
normal, I think, is best. I wouldn't go slow anywhere, or I wouldn't want to, unless like we're getting like really close to something specific, and we want to have like really good perception.
Okay. I'm just kind of seeing. Okay. All right. So let's. All right. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do when you're actually walking or traveling, or is it just kind of moving along? And you're just Strike. You're just like trying to play this lute here and there.
Yep. Anytime we stop for anything, Theron's gonna be like trying out different things with the horse, like seeing like what commands it like will automatically like want to follow, like how obedient it is, like right away, if it needs to be trained at all, kind of thing.
Okay.
So like seeing if it'll stop, stay, like if it comes if I call it, kind of things.
All right, so you realize that with this horse, it does absolutely nothing unless you grab the reins and actually kind of command it where to go with the reins. And by command, I mean you actually have to, if you want to go, you got to kind of whip him a little. If you want to stop, you got to pull back on it, or if you want to go left, right, whatever. Whenever you jump off of it, it literally just kind of stands there, and it'll stand there for a little bit and just look at you. And when it realizes that you're not kind of jumping on him or doing anything, it literally just eats. It doesn't follow you. It doesn't do anything. It's you can tell it's very dim-witted, but very loyal. I don't know if anyone else wanted to try something with it.
So I think Rain at some point will ask Theron if she can kind of try approaching the horse and ting its nose, and possibly try riding it. See if he'll let me ride him.
Yeah, I have no problem with her trying anything with horse.
All right. So when you try to go and pet this thing, it literally, like, it doesn't even look at you. It's always kind of like looking towards Theron, like as if like it's always like it's as if it's bonded to Theron. But when you go to pet it, it just kind of like stands there, and you're kind of just petting bones. So it's kind of like really weird. But you just kind of pet it, and it does nothing. But when you go to jump on it, it just moves out of the way as if it won't let you ride it. And then when you kind of just give up, it just stops and kind of just looks at Theron, and then goes and starts like kind of chewing on some grass that it's not actually doing anything with.
So if I like move away from the horse, like say I start moving away like 30, 50 feet, does it do anything different? Does it follow me at all, or does it just keep doing whatever it's doing?
It seems like every time you start to move, it kind of just like its head literally like follows you. But when you go out of sight, it kind of just goes back to eating and doesn't do anything. It will not follow you. It does not move.
Okay.
You're kind of realizing at this point that it literally will only move when you are on it and you have a whole, like even when you're on it, and you're like, go that way or this way. It doesn't follow your commands until you grab the reins and literally like command it that way.
So he'll continue to track me with, wherever I go, but he only responds to physical commands with the reins.
Yeah, pretty much. And as soon as you kind of go, like I would assume you kind of like test like going behind a tree and whatnot. It just thinks that you're gone, and it just kind of just stands there. So it no longer kind of like looks at you. It's like when you come into sight, it just looks at you like it's like, oh, there you are.
The other thing I'd want to check is respond to sounds, like if there's any kind of like loud noise or bangs, like if I'll have Rain or Cyan or somebody go like behind the horse where it can't see, like back like 20 feet from it, and like make like a really loud noise, like banging like a sword against a shield or against like mail or something like that.
Or playing a lute.
We're playing it. Yeah.
See what kind of auditory stimulation affects the horse, if anything.
All right. So when you try something like that, like at the point, it's kind of just like eating some grass or chewing on grass, I should say. And you kind of like make some noise, and it does absolutely nothing.
It seems to have some kind of ability to see, but not hear anything.
You can give me
So
an intelligence, actually.
Oops. Still
Ouch.
3 of the initial.
That's fine. All right. Yeah. You believe that's what you just said is true. No, it's not.
So as far as I can tell, it
I can
either
see
doesn't
that
hear or
you
doesn't
couldn't
respond to anything
find
it
the
hears.
chocolate chip one.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
I just said to the group, like, as far as I can tell, it either doesn't hear or doesn't respond to anything it hears.
Yeah, from what you can tell right now is the only thing it responds to is you when you're sitting on it holding the reins. That's the only thing it actually responds to.
Well, like it follows if I lead it by the reins, right?
Yeah, that it would do that as well. Yeah, you basically have to be holding the reins for it to do anything. And I'm assuming you try giving the reins to someone else when they're off.
Yeah, Rain tried doing some stuff with the horse.
Yeah, it
I
does.
yank on the reins.
Yeah, it literally does not move at all when you try pulling on those reins. And you kind of worry when you actually start to pull on them, Rain, because you kind of feel that the reins are literally gonna snap because they're so old.
Okay. So be careful with these. Are the other horses nervous around it? Strike was asking, or they just don't care?
So the other horses don't really take too much notice to it. However, Bella? Is it Bella?
Yes.
She has a little bit, you can tell she's a little anxious around it. You don't know if it's just because of her intelligence or what it is, but she's definitely a little anxious around that, the skeletal horse.
Okay. I'll give Bella some extra reassurance. It's probably all right, Bella.
It's the horse where we can eat jewelry. Does bones count as jewelry?
I mean, if you really wanted to sit there, you could probably sell it.
The saddle and reins and bridle, that was all just like plain leather, right?
Sorry, I was reading Strike's thing there.
Yeah, that's what I was just asking. Like the saddle and everything else, just like plain leather, right? Nothing ornate.
No, it's, yeah, even the saddle looks like it's about to fall apart. Yeah, you're not really sure, but there's of no value of anything on this horse, that's for sure.
I think when we get the Falcons, I'll need to purchase a new saddle and reins and bridle for this thing. Looks like this one's seen some better days.
All right.
Yeah, that's really all I wanted to do with the horse, just like kind of see like what it doesn't do. It's like I don't try to like call it and it just ignores me, which apparently it does.
All right. So you guys are just gonna continue on, and then I guess Strike, you're just gonna keep trying the loot here and there.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay,
It's
so
boring riding on these.
Can I keep an eye on the woods for any signs of ores?
and oh
Or,
boars.
you know,
Yeah, for sure.
or actual, yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately, your first day that you guys travel, you actually do not run into any issues whatsoever. And fortunately, by the end of the day, it starts to lighten up. And the rain stops, and you can see the sun. You can hear the birds and whatnot again, so it's actually quite pleasant. Let's just get Strike for today, and then tomorrow as well. Just 2 more performances. I'm guessing for tonight.
All right.
Didn't we stop him yet?
Oh no! I'm getting
It's
better.
getting better, yeah.
7, 8, 15.
By the 3rd day, you're starting to get a lot better with it. It's a lot nicer. You guys kind of camped that last night and had no issues whatsoever.
Yeah, last night Theron was hesitant. He almost cast to set the loot ablaze, but he didn't.
He like grabs it off there and chucks it away, and then there's a fireball up there.
Well, as of today, as you're traveling, it's much better sounding. But you all kind of wish that Cyanna would start back up again. Anyways, so do you guys remember what you're looking for?
Yeah, like there's 2 trees in the shape of like an X.
Okay, so you guys do remember that at least. So give me a perception with advantage for all of you. And if you don't make that, I'm going to be very impressed.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
So you all notice it, thankfully. So when you guys are kind of traveling, you do notice that there are, right here, you notice that there is 2 cross trees, and you can't really see a path in behind it. It's kind of like covered with like bushes, but you guys are pretty sure this is where you came out, so you guys do kind of continue on forward.
Yeah, you said when we came out, like as we looked back, like we couldn't tell there was a path there.
Yes, exactly. So you guys do kind of continue on. It's a little difficult trying to get the wagon and the horses through there, but there's definitely like a couple spots where you can kind of just go around, and you guys do manage to get to like a little trail that you can easily get on with the wagon, and you're not going to really have any issues. Now this trail isn't like anything too spectacular. You notice there's like roots that kind of come from trees and whatnot. That the wagon, it gets a little difficult to kind of pull through, so it definitely slows you down. But you guys realize you're going to have to stop for the night here right away, unless you want to pick up your pace a little, but it's up to you guys.
It's pressed up.
Yeah, is there enough room for tents or?
Yes, you find like kind of like a little bit of a clearing. It's nothing too spectacular either, and you can definitely set up some tents there and your horses and whatnot.
All right, we'll do that, and then I don't know. Does anybody think possibly setting up a campfire would be beneficial, or do you think that would just draw too much attention?
There's a little bit too much attention.
As Strike plays the lute, he goes, "Yeah, why not?"
I'm thinking though, this guy has a point. Yeah.
I don't think we should put that in the forest. I think we should try and be as quiet as we can. I know the wagon's noisy during the day, but
If Bon Jovi wants a fire, I think we give Bon Jovi a fire.
Oh, and every night when we put the horses, Darren would be giving Shadow one of the good berries, even though he just chews it up and it falls out of his mouth.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he definitely just kind of chews it and it just kind of falls, right? Like, it doesn't actually come out of his mouth. It actually, like, comes out, like, where his jaw is. So
Yeah,
he's almost getting it, like, all the way, but you can tell most of it falls on the ground. Because he actually does not have a tongue. So, yeah, it's really sad when you see it. But, yeah. Anyways. So, when you guys kind of set up for the night, you guys... Well, actually, let's get a perception from all of you. So you've just kind of set up the camp. Were you guys starting a fire?
Think we should.
Yeah, I guess we are, because, like, if we're playing the loot,
Yeah, I know, right?
screw it.
If the loot's already going on.
What if we don't play the loot first?
All right.
I think Zach's pretty set on that.
So you actually, Sienna and the owl.
Not me.
Yeah, you know nothing there, Varys.
Got a bag over your head again.
Yep.
So, anyways, you guys hear kind of something out in the distance, not far from here, and you kind of hear like it's laughing, and both the owl and Sienna, you can actually see a little bit of light. Now, it's just starting to get dark at this point, so there's still a little bit of light, so you guys aren't like even really using your dark vision at this point. It's more of like it's just starting to get to that point where it's turning into like dark, basically. So when you guys kind of look out there, first of all, I think everyone, well, no, not Rain or Varys, you guys don't notice it at all, but definitely the owl and Sienna, you notice the light, and the owl kind of hoots towards you, Strike, saying that it sees something. So you guys look out there, and there's definitely what kind of sounds like laughing and whatnot kind of coming out in the forest, not far from you guys, but it's kind of off to your like it's off to like the northwest from where you guys are now, so somewhere kind of like up over here, not that far, but oh, I'm on the wrong layer. This way. Yep.
You guys see that?
Here,
Is
what?
it child laughter? Is it like grown-up laughter? What?
You can actually tell. Sienna, you can, and the owl can hear something as well.
What kind of laughter is it?
Insidious laughter?
You would have to ask Sienna. Sienna's the only one that heard the laughter. Everyone else, you can kind of see like the light a little bit, besides Rain and Varys.
Sienna, what do you hear?
Laughter? Coming from over here somewhere?
Well, if the owl
Does it sound like?
Oh wait, we don't know you can hear through the owl. Never mind.
Does it sound like a group of people laughing, like around a fire, or does it sound like maniacal, something weird, or?
It definitely sounds kind of like a bunch of people maybe around a fire. That's what you're kind of guessing by the light, and it does sound a little evil, but you're not really sure.
Strike will send the owl, and he will look through his eyes,
Okay.
and the owl will go stealthily.
Give me a stealth first.
So since we can see the light now that they've pointed it out to us, about how far is it?
That should be normal. That was bad.
Ooh, that was bad.
No guidance either.
Well, he's already flying ahead, so.
Yeah. Let me just drag you on here, Strike. Let me know if you have any issues. Should be able to see that, no?
Yep.
Okay. So, before we do that... Oof. Okay. All right, so Strike, you can control your owl if you want. How high are you flying?
Well, how high is the tree line? I think that's the question.
They're pretty tall trees, but you can tell there's like a little bit of a clearing here. And you think they're about 40 feet off the ground, some of them.
He'll just hang out in the tree right here and see if he can see uniforms or hear any voices. Try to listen in.
All right. So when you start to kind of fly forward, you can give me a perception with your advantage too. You have advantage with sight, right? I believe. Yeah.
I think sight and
hearing.
Yes.
Okay, so you look ahead and what you see. So now you're kind of just like you're kind of flying and then you're coming down. So this is what you see as you're kind of coming in, and you see the three guys. It looks like they're sleeping, and then you see 4 dudes kind of sitting around a fire, and beside the one dude up here, you notice that there's a girl, and she's kind of like dressed in this like nice looking dress. It looks like a noble or royalty, maybe. You're not really sure. And you can tell that she's gagged, and she's got her hands and arms are actually bonded together. And this one's kind of like making his way with her, and he kind of just like, he's like, "Oh, I've had enough of you," and he throws her to the other guy, and he's kind of like playing around with her. And you can tell that they have captured this girl, and she is not looking good. You can tell she's like bleeding a bit, and she's bruised, and she's almost at that point where she's actually like defeated, where she's not trying to do anything. She's just kind of letting them do whatever they want with her. And as you kind of go to fly down into this tree, you like land on this branch and it snaps. And this guy, these 2 guys immediately stand up. This other guy's like, "What was that?" And these 2 start making their way over towards you.
The owl's going to fly straight up out of the tree.
Okay. And then
just seem like a bird.
Okay. And just fly away.
Hopefully they don't shoot. Yeah.
All right.
Does it hoot?
Let's see if they.
And not straight up, but a little diagonal, so it'll seem like he's heading somewhere.
Yeah. Right. Kind of like into the trees, more or less.
Yeah.
Where the hell is? Oh, it's still minus. All right. So they definitely notice you. You can tell it's like, "Oh, it's just a damn owl." And they kind of come around this area, and you can move, can't you?
Oh yeah, sorry. No, I have my arrow thing chosen. That's why.
So they kind of come to this way, and they're kind of like looking around. "Yeah, just a damn owl. Let's get back." And they kind of head back to where they were. Are you hiding in that tree, or are you kind of moving on still?
Oh, he's hiding, and he's just going to listen a little bit.
Okay, give me another stealth.
Normal stuff.
Okay.
Good.
So yeah, you fly into that tree, and you can definitely tell that they don't notice you. They're back to here talking, and they kind of continue their talk. Give me another perception. Okay, so you hear kind of like this one guy over here, this guy here, and this guy kind of seems like a little weaker than the rest of the group. And he's like, "How long is it going to be until we get there?" And this guy says, "As long as it's going to take. I promise the riches will be worth it." And they kind of continue to talk. And at one point you hear Dragon and their loot. So it's kind of hard to hear a little bit of what they're talking because with the fire and whatnot, you're a little out of the way. But you kind of hear Dragon, and you think that they're actually going after the loot. But you don't really know anything about what's going on with this girl and why she's here. You don't hear anything about that.
All right. I guess I will. Leave the owl, like have him and tell him to fly back on his own.
Okay, give me another stealth.
Or can I just pull him into my dimensional pocket from here, or?
That I don't know. I do not know the answer to that question.
I think he can.
That would be easiest. Let me see. I'll pull up the spell.
I've got it up now because I was looking, and it just says you, as an action, you can temporarily dismiss your familiar. It disappears into a pocket dimension.
And when you
So
summon it,
anything
it's from like 30 feet of you.
If I can
Yeah.
just dismiss it and put it in my pocket, then I'll do that, and I'll just reappear and buy us.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything that says you can't do that.
Limits on communication and casting and reappearing.
but not on bringing him back.
You cast spells with your thing. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Only touch spells, though.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, cool. And then I will tell the party that some bandits have kidnapped some girl. I will not mention anything about the loot.
Of course.
Do you mention anything about him talking about a dragon at all, or no?
I'll leave that out for now. It doesn't seem like the important thing.
Alright. Then I will say we probably should rescue the girl if everyone else is up for it.
Yeah, let's
And I
secure
will just
resources and
I'll just describe the layout and say there's a fire with four guys standing around it with the kidnapped girl, and 3 guys are sleeping northwest of them.
That's it.
only
Yep.
7.
That's it? In the middle of a forest, like, what do you mean, that's it?
Alright, you guys set up camp, I'll take care of this.
Yeah, you want to take care of them by yourself. We'll wait here.
Theron's got this.
So let's go. I guess we'll stealth up.
Everyone roll me a stealth if you're moving up there.
Oh, buddy.
Do some of you want to from the east and some of you approach from the south, and we'll sort of flank them a little bit?
I'm gonna tap Strike on the shoulder. Hey, can you guys guide something real quick?
Okay, so I'll just, I'll throw you guys in here. And, can you see anything or no?
Yeah.
You can see the people.
Yes.
You can see the map and everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's kind of the layout
It's
that
kinda
you
dark.
guys see. Just tell me where you're all approaching and where you're coming from.
Can I wild shape to wolf before this happens?
So we'd be coming from. If Cyan and I take a more direct approach, we're coming from, I assume, either here or here.
Not today, boys. Not
Or
today.
start.
Or these are trees,
Start with the
bushes, right?
Sorry?
These are trees, not bushes, right?
Those are all trees, yeah. There's like kind of bushes in and around the trees, but yes, those are trees. Sorry, I already brought your wolf in.
Did you, sorry?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to hear where you guys are coming from.
I'll
So-
come from the south since I'll be super loud.
I was going to roll stealth as the wolf.
Okay, so Varys, you're gonna go stealth? Or you're gonna go south, sorry?
South, not stealthily, but yes, I'll go south from the south.
Okay.
Since I rolled crap stealth, so.
And everyone else?
I think Strike should
Oh,
come
I'm
from
used-
here, and then I'll come from here.
I'll say to Strike, 3 of them are sleeping. Is there any way you can put some of the other ones to sleep too as we get up there? You can get ready and possibly cast sleep on some of them, and then hopefully we can take care of the ones that are awake before we have to deal with the unconscious ones.
Sure.
Which way do you want to go up? Do you want to take a direct approach, or do you want to go from another side?
We're trying to surround them.
I
Where
would
are
say
you,
so.
I think we're all just coming from the southeast, east, and south. Like we're all just gonna. But my thing is, I figure Varys or someone would make a lot of noise and start luring him down.
Yeah. Could you pop me about here?
Sleep.
Yeah.
I casting sleep.
I could put you in the open like that, but
Oh, yeah, slinking in under a tree here is better.
Okay.
I'll stealth.
No one wants to try to talk to him.
I might, if that's alright with you guys.
Well, if they have somebody tied up and gagged, I don't think they're going to be friendly.
We don't know who she is. She might be a witch.
Who is that? My God.
she might be a witch.
They might be saving the entire world, and we would never know. We're just gonna go in there and slaughter them all.
And Theron, where are you coming from?
Can you guys hear me?
I would come up like a direct northwest approach, so by Sienna.
We're a bit choppy, Sayana,
Ah, okay.
in the chat.
Yeah, just a
Can
little
hear
bit
you.
quiet as well too, but
I can hear you when there's no crosstalk, but otherwise you get broken up first. Sorry.
I think everyone rolled but the owl. I think it's the only one.
it's gonna be the owl that brings us all down. Trust me.
Well, you and Sam already rolled 6s, so...
Didn't the owl get disappeared though? I mean, have you resummoned him?
Oh,
Yeah, I pulled him out when he came back to the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So the owl's above you in the tree, Strike, so we're clear, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. So...
Sayana, didn't you have guidance?
No. Well, he didn't cast it on me before I rolled, so I assume.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys do all manage to get to where you are. However, both Sienna and Varus, you guys you're making way too much noise going through here. And you hear some, like, twigs snapping. And just kind of like when you're moving through the bush, you're making way too much noise. And you guys can most definitely tell that these guys all stand up and they're completely aware that something is down there. There's something out there. And this one immediately right here stands up, and he kind of grabs his sword, and he's got it like almost kind of near this girl here, as if he's like ready to stab her.
We strike it. Oh, there.
I'll whisper to Sienna. We should hold here until strike acts, and then we can rush forward.
Okay, give me a stealth.
Who?
You're trying to whisper to him, so...
All right. Stuff.
Oh, not you, sorry. Theron was whispering. That's
Oh.
Sienna. Okay,
Can I just try to hide behind this tree again, even though I already stealthed up?
yes, if you want. But
Okay.
yeah, so what's your...
Disadvantage?
Yeah, I'd say a disadvantage because they're looking in your
Okay.
direction.
All right.
And the one calls out this guy here. Who goes there? Who's out there?
I'm gonna whisper to Thin real quick. I'm gonna go talk to them, try and distract them a little bit. 'Cause, I mean,
Can I
they know
cast
we're
a
here
spell?
now.
Hello?
What was that?
Can I cast a spell? Can I cast a spell?
All right, if you're gonna cast a spell, we're just gonna go right into initiative.
Telling you, she's a witch. We're gonna screw the entire world.
We don't have to. Remember that, we don't have to kill them. Do we get a surprise round then? Oh, I guess we don't, but strike might,
No,
right?
there's no surprise here.
Okay.
Well,
Ugh.
there's gonna be advantages because you're hidden, but there's no surprise because they're aware of your group. All right, do we have everyone on there? Sienna, Varus, oh, the fire
Bird.
apparently has.
Like,
Yeah, the owl.
Did I roll one? Yeah, I did.
No.
So it,
Okay.
Oh, it just didn't go on?
I don't...
yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, there it is.
Is it there?
I was looking for a rain, but it was the wolf.
Sorry.
Oh, it
There
went
we
up
go.
a strike. There you go.
All right, let's see if these guys wake up.
Strike, did you roll your initiative?
Nope, that guy's
Yep.
sleeping.
So your initiative went like as the owl in the order.
Oh,
Jedi,
well,
he rolled a 20 on his initiative.
Strikes in.
yeah.
What?
Oh, cool.
Okay, there it goes. It changed.
What was that?
In the turn order, Strike had the owl's initiative order.
Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so Strike is first in the initiative.
Oh, okay.
I was really hoping we'd try to talk to people instead of just killing everyone.
we don't have to kill them, we can still knock them out.
Okay, okay, well, I'll allow that. I've already started, but strike.
I will cast sleep It's 20-foot radius, I believe. And in order to get out this guy, I'm just going to put it right here, centered, so it should get these two.
Wait, you said 20-foot radius, right?
What's that?
You said 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to get these two. I don't want to get all of them because it only does a certain number of hit points, and something tells me it's not going to get them all. I just want to get the guy with the knife, really.
Okay, so strike. Unfortunately, you can just see here, there is a large rock here. So you can't really see over this way.
Okay.
If you just cut.
So I'll just... Can I stealth up to here?
So the rock would probably go to about there, I'd say. So, yeah.
Okay.
But
I
yeah,
stealth up to here?
if you're going to stealth, yeah, roll it. Okay, yeah.
And then I will cast a slip right centered here, so it should get those two guys.
Okay, sounds good.
Damage. Sleep.
24.
Yep.
Not enough, but this one does go to sleep. And he just falls to the ground.
Alright, and then bonus
Yeah.
action.
Not enough.
So I did my stealth. Are they aware of me? I guess I cast my spell, but I cast it down there, not on them. What's the...
Well, because you hit the
I
guy.
wouldn't know if I
yeah,
hide.
They're aware of you now, for sure.
Okay, then if I move, what? I will go back, so I'm a little out of the range.
Yeah.
And I will try a bonus action to hide behind a bush.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Maybe get some cover. Alright,
So just
and that's
give
it.
me another stealth for your hide.
Cooler stuff.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Done. Alright.
All right. Why does that keep disappearing on me? There we go. Okay. So over the commotion, this one does wake up, and he kind of stands to his feet and says, "Oh, what's going on?" And this one, of course, it's his turn. He says, "Oh no, he fell asleep. Something's going on here. What's going on here?" And he's kind of like looking around, but he's more looking down here. He is unaware of you, Strike. And he kind of looks at his buddy. "Get that person ready." And this one is gonna wake up, and he stands up. Actually, that's as far as he can go. Cyan.
He's like, I have to, don't I?
Paladins
I'm
do,
going
paladins do.
5, 10, 15, 18. Yeah. Did anything happen?
Well, it's still your turn, so you've kind of just
Right,
walked
I don't
up.
have like any reflex or anything, right?
No.
For that. Alright, I'm going to... I won't have my sword drawn yet. Instead, I'm going to like try and look as imposing possible and just like tell them. What did I say? Look, we don't mean you any harm, but why do you have that girl tied up? And we don't necessarily need to fight. And kind of like roll persuasion to try and stop them from attacking, or.
Yeah, you can do a persuasion.
Ugh, why would- yeah, and then it's really what I'm gonna do this turn.
Okay. All right, this one just kind of, "What did you do to our friend? You stay back!" And he kind of goes up to his buddy, and he's kind of looking at him, kicking him.
Oh.
And,
1 damage?
Yeah, no. And he's kind of kicking his buddy, and he does wake up, but he's on the ground. He's, oh, you're okay. All right, Varys.
Oh no, that kick looked like it could definitely hit a 50-yard field goal. I am not going to do anything but just hold an action for an attack with precision attack and sharpshooter on this guy. Hold on, where is it? This guy.
Okay.
If shit goes sideways and they attack.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you're gonna shoot him if anything basically escalates.
Yep, with the precision attack superiority die and the sharpshooter attribute as well.
All right. Can you do all that with just your reaction?
I mean, it would be an action. I mean,
You use your reaction for a ready to attack.
I mean, that's up to you whether or not you want to be able to.
I don't know
do that.
if it just says you use is it a bonus action to use that stuff? If not, then I'm okay with it.
No, it's just whenever I attack, I can use it for
Okay.
maneuvers.
Yeah, then I'm fine with that. As long as it doesn't
Okay.
say you need a bonus action or action to use it.
Yeah, no, it's just whenever I attack, I can choose to use a die
Yeah,
for maneuvers.
That's fine. Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to post that or when it happens? Just
Oh
post
yeah,
it in there?
if it happens, then. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's what I'll do, and I'll stay where I'm at, hopefully hidden. Do you want me to? It'd be an action to re-roll my hide, right, or my stealth?
If you're trying to continue to hide, then yes, but you're technically still hiding. You haven't really done anything.
Yep. All right, I'll just do that. I'll hold that action, and if anybody, if this goes to shit, I'll just shoot him and hopefully kill him. So.
Okay, sounds good.
That will be my turn.
All right. So he just looks right at Cyanna and says, "Stop right there! We're all killer!" And he kind of grabs her by the hair and pulls her up, and he's kind of holding her, and he takes out this scimitar and gets it right to her throat and kind of drags her a little bit, almost kind of near the fire pit here. And he kind of uses her as cover towards you, Cyanna.
Can't cover for me though.
Says, "If you move, I'll kill her." All right.
You seem like the Hunger Games.
And this bandit stands up. Oh, not disappears.
Nope, it's pierced.
He gone.
Yeah.
He is magically invisible.
It's a witch. I literally, I literally cannot get rid of his sleepy symbol. That is so weird.
I knew I was right.
There we go. Okay.
Was a witch.
Evil
And-
is going to terrorize the land.
This one comes down. Oh, wait, sorry. He was on the ground. He goes to about there. So what's going on? Can you guys see this guy's name by chance?
Nope.
I do not see it.
Okay, good.
It's not the turn or anything.
The fire continues to burn.
Nice.
All right. Wolf.
Okay, I will move forward, but kind of crouching wiggle, like on my belly, basically. I get the full 40 feet that way, or
Yeah, I'll be fine with that.
yeah, all right. So I'll come up to. I probably won't come up that far anyway. I'll just up to here, just fairly slowly. I'll look over at Cyanna.
Okay. Stealth, I assume?
I wasn't actually planning to stealth.
Okay, so you're just walking up.
Yes.
Okay. So, as this wolf starts to approach, this guy slices her throat and throws her in the fire.
Okay. Do I get my attack before he does that, or no?
Well, his was a reaction. If anything moved forward, he would kill her.
Ugh.
Well,
So now that it has escalated, you can now attack Varys.
fuck me sideways. All right. Yeah. And then I get my precision attack if that's not enough.
That'll hit. Yep.
That'll hit. I still gotta roll it because I said I was going to use it. So, give me a second here.
I don't think you need to roll it. Just assume that you're using it.
Well, yeah.
Oh, for damage. Does it-
I don't think it adds to damage.
Oh, it's just
let me
attack
double
roll.
check here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just that. So, all right. Let me. This here. Fuck. Shit roll. 16.
There we go.
All right, and that's my reaction.
16. That is just enough. And coincidentally, you shoot this thing, you get him right in the throat, and he's like holding this, and he gets to his knees and just falls face first into the ground, and he is dead. All right, Owl. Yep.
How much weight can the owl pick up?
Not a human body.
All right. I guess he'd probably just give the help action to the closest guy.
Okay. Yeah, that
So I'm
would
assuming he's help and how many?
Yeah, sorry.
How many?
60 feet.
Yeah, because how far did you keep in mind? It's in the trees a little bit too, right?
Yeah.
I'd say 20 feet in the air, 30 feet. So I'd assume you could like fly up like maybe like another 10 feet, just out of
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Okay. Theron. Actually, we can.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash, so I can make it up there this turn. But I'm gonna head for the person closest to me. And as I'm running past him, I turn to Santa and say, "Try and save her." And I'm gonna attack this guy right here.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit, and you just annihilate this guy. You just club him right in the face, and you just hear all like his teeth and like his nose, and everything's just snapping inside of his skull. And yeah, he dies.
And give his buddy some of the same.
Okay. Holy fuck. And that's enough too. Same thing, just right across the face, and you kill him as well.
And I'll turn to this guy right here and just say, "Do you want to be next?" And that'll be my turn.
All right, this one's bleeding out on the ground. So you guys hear this this lady, and she's not screaming. It's more like gurgling as she's burning alive, and you can tell that the slice in her throat is very large, and she's kind of burning and bleeding out at the same time. And it's a horrible sound, to be honest. And you guys are pretty confident, even when you kind of look at it. There's no chance she's gonna live. Strike.
No chance? So would I be able to do 30 bonus action dash? Pull her out of the fire? Is that an action, or is that just a...
That'll definitely be an action to pull her out of there, and I'll need a strength check too. Or athletics, whatever. Athletics would make more sense. Okay, so you managed to pull her out of the fire.
And that's my action. That's my action and bonus action, so that's all I can do, and that's my movement.
Okay. And
So that's it.
you take 2 fire damage.
All right.
All right, so this guy immediately, he's just like, well, screw this, I'm out of here. And he just starts running. And literally, the other 2, they just kind of, let's get out of here, boys. And they just start running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And this guy's off the map. And 5, 10, 15, 20. This guy's off the map as well. I'll just take them off so you don't think they're there.
They can't outrun me.
Sienna.
They're in.
Can't hear you properly.
God damn it.
Heard that.
Get like there. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35 there. I'll cast Healing Word on the lady to see if that'll do anything.
Okay.
Wait, don't I have Healing Word? Oh, why do I think I have Healing Word?
You have healing word?
I do not have Healing Word. I instead cast Healing Light on her.
Yeah.
That's the one you want.
So, yeah, 6, right? Pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, D6.
Okay, and give me a perception. Okay, you cast it on her. Is that everything?
Right. Yeah, then I'm gonna dash over to this guy. Right, because 5. Is it? I'm assuming it's difficult terrain.
I don't know why I can't. To do what?
Like, would I be able to move through the space?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. There's enough where you could just move through.
20. I'm gonna go here 25. And I can't really read anything, but I'm gonna stare him in the eyes menacingly.
Okay, alright. Now, wait, how did you move that far? With
Dash.
Dash, oh, and bonus action for the healing light. Gotcha. This guy's bleeding out on the ground. No teeth, or basically even the skull just mushed now. Varys. Pew pew.
Yep. I am going to hit this guy with sharpshooter.
Okay.
And if it's not enough, I'll do precision attack if it's above 10 and not enough.
Okay.
And non-lethal hit if I do hit.
Okay.
Can you do that? Or range
No,
attack?
he can't do that. It's got to be a melee. It's got to be a melee.
Can I aim for his fucking knee?
You can aim for his knee, but whether you kill him or not is the question.
Damn it.
To do an unconscious attack, you gotta do a melee attack.
Yeah.
Anyways, you do hit him.
Probably shouldn't have said sharpshooter, but you know, fuck it.
Fine.
Oh yeah, he's toast.
No,
just right through his chest, and it kind of comes like right out of like where his heart is, and yeah, you just annihilate this guy.
Well. And I'll move up.
Okay.
So Jedi, if just so we're clear, could I attempt to give him a good berry?
You can definitely attempt.
Okay. I just don't know if he's dead or if he's not. So, all right, we'll get that way if we get there. So, that's it.
All right, this guy, he's just gonna start running. And he starts running away. So, Cyanna.
Okay. This one is going to be non-lethal if it hits.
Okay.
So it's a +1 longsword, isn't it? Would I have enough time to drop my shield, or would I just have to go with a...
You're just doing a reaction, so you can only make or you're doing an opportunity of attack, so you can only do really one thing. Attack or no. Okay, that'll hit.
Ooh, okay.
And you cut his head right off.
It's non-lethal.
I'm just kidding. So yeah, he falls to the ground, and yeah, he's knocked unconscious.
I'll just say I was aiming for that guy's knee. I did not want to kill him.
There's you too good.
Sure. All right. So yeah, that guy's done. Wolf.
Oh, hell. Okay, I will, oof, oof, to here, and I drop the wolf.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let's see what I can do. Okay, how does the girl look? Can I do a
Medicine.
perception or medicine?
Yeah.
Medicine.
Yeah. Yeah. So you look at this girl. Her throat is sliced, literally almost like ear to ear. She's toast. There's no way. Not to mention, her face is very badly burned. She was kind of pushed like onto her stomach into the fire, and she is very, very badly injured.
Did the fire not cauterize the wound?
No.
Damn it!
Okay.
I noticed
Rain,
you said
you-
stomach and not throat.
Rain, you can tell 100% that she's dead. There's no way you're gonna save her.
Okay. Just shake my head.
All right. So I guess the main question here is: are you guys gonna chase those other two?
Yes.
I mean, I'm still within range of them, so I'm gonna fucking shoot them.
I'm gonna knock him out and drag him back.
So
Start getting run, dash, and bonus action dash to get him.
okay, so lethal or non-lethal?
I'm gonna
Strike's
knock
lethal.
him out and drag him back.
So Theron, you want to basically knock him out, and everyone else just wants to kill him?
I'm not gonna use sharpshooter. If I shoot them, I'm just gonna use my normal attack. So if it hits and doesn't kill them, then that's what it does.
I
but
just need to know if you're trying to knock them out or if you want to kill them. That's all I need to know.
Strike
I
wants to
can't.
kill him.
if I get a chance.
While
So
they do that, in
Okay.
main range, like try to stable these people.
What was that, Cyanna?
While they're doing that, I'm thinking me and Rain can just try and stabilize all the other people who aren't dead, you know?
Speak for yourself, Carl.
Yeah, you guys can give me a medicine, all of them. So the way I'm gonna do this is, Varys, you do manage to hit one with an arrow without killing it, but Strike, you get up there and kill him. Theron, you kind of get there before everyone, but it's the kind of the attack with the first Varys hitting him slows him down, and then Strike finishes him off, and you kind of keep chasing the other guy. And you manage to get the other guy as well, Theron, and you do knock him out. These guys are quite weak, and they're not as fast as you guys, so...
I'm gonna grab my one arrow as well.
The one that I do manage to get, I'll drag back.
Okay, and the other one just gets killed. So you do manage to get this one back, and let's get one more medicine from you as well, Rain. I assume you're helping.
No, I am folding my damn arms. Tell you what, I'm frowning round at everyone like, what the hell are you doing?
I'll make another mission. Yeah, that guy's dead.
Who has rope? Mine's on the wagon.
You think
I
that-
used mine.
You think they're all dead, except
I
for
have
the
some
two that
manacles.
you've knocked unconscious.
I manacled one of them.
What's the-
Can I make a medicine check from this far away? Are we still in turn order, by the way?
No,
Or
we're out of it now. I just rather than doing a chase scene for frickin' half an hour, we're just gonna
So,
move along.
I mean, let's be honest. It wouldn't have lasted because I would have just been able to shoot them from 600 feet away. So
Yeah.
500.
towards me, this guy that we brought back, that I dragged back, would probably be the one that got manacled.
Okay, so you're gonna manacle this guy.
Yeah, I said he threw about one of them. And since he ran up with me, this would be the likely person he gets manacled.
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I see what you mean now. Okay, so you manacle that one, and this guy, they're both knocked out. So what do
I
you-
will train an arrow on this guy. Let me step back a little bit here. There you go.
Oh, you guys weren't supposed to see that.
On this guy, if they wake him up, this guy's manacled, so I'm not really too worried about it.
I didn't see whatever I wasn't supposed to see, so that's good. I'm gonna go to the woman that's dead and, carefully look her over, like, see if she has anything in her pockets or on her that could give us a hint as to, like, who she is, where she came from, any valuables, and, like, anything on the bandits too, just to try and get some information before the people wake up.
All right, so as you're kind of searching everything, obviously this lady is kind of the most concerned to you guys, and you look at her. She's definitely a noble of some sort. You can just tell by basically the clothing that she's wearing. However, she has nothing on her, and there's really no representation of what, noble family or anything on her that makes any sense. So you're not really sure what the story is behind her. As you're... Go on.
Sorry, go ahead.
As you're looking at the actual, these bandits, as you're kind of searching them and whatnot, you do find there's approximately about 50 gold on them, 20 silver. And you can all roll me an intelligence.
We can roll it. Where are we at here?
Not a save, strike, just intelligence.
Ooh,
Oh, good.
I'm smart right now, a little bit. Damn it, strike smarter.
Not even smart enough to find intelligence on my sheet. There you go.
All right, so Varys, Strike, and Rain. You guys realize that it looks like these guys are really packed lightly. Like they don't really have a lot. They have about 10 rations on them between all of them.
Taking
And
those rations.
They all have scimitars on them, and 3 of them have actual light crossbows on them, and approximately 40 bolts in total between all of them. But what's kind of concerning is you guys see that they have these backpacks on them, and they seem like they're pretty much empty. There's really nothing in them. However, actually, Strike, you would be the only one that knows this. You think that the reason they're packing so lightly is because when they were going after that loot, they wanted to have enough space in their bags and everything to put all the loot in.
All right. Is that what we come to conclude, or is that more? Because I'd also assume that there might be more of them hiding out somewhere with all their stuff.
That's all you can conclude at this point. I mean, the 3 of you definitely realize that they're packed very lightly, but only Strike, because you actually heard them talk about the dragon and the loot previously.
Yeah.
You figure that the reason that they're packed lightly is the fact that they're going to basically try and get this loot, and that's why they just have space for all of that, essentially.
All right. I probably won't say.
I'll collect all the scimitars and if we have downtime, I'll spend time cleaning them.
There's one more that's not actually on the map there, so there is one extra one there. I'll just put him here. You killed them off the map, basically.
Yeah, so six scimitars. Yeah, I'll collect all of them and seven.
Yeah. 7 scimitars and 3 light crossbows, 40 bolts, 50 gold pieces, and 20 silver pieces.
No arrows? Damn it.
No arrows, 10 rations, and there's also a few water skins as well. 3 of them, we'll say.
Who wants to add? I mean, I can add it to the wagon. Give me a second here.
I'm gonna take 10 gold and 4 silver.
So 10 gold and how much?
4 silver.
Rain just shakes her head when you offer her the gold. Do what you want to do with that. Which one of these guys has the manacles on?
The bottom guy.
The bottom?
Or top guy, sorry.
Yeah, top guy. Okay.
Sorry, top guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many crossbows did you say?
3.
3?
Light,
and then
light crossbows.
Did we want to bring the wagon
how many bolts?
up over to this clearing?
40. You guys do realize that this spot's actually almost a little better than the one you had before. So,
Yeah.
you guys can, and not to mention they already have a fire. However, the only problem is you guys did set up your tents already, so you have to set the whole camp back down and then set it back up over here. So, it's your decision. Either way, it's not that big of a deal. Just let me know.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't have a problem with that if somebody wants to assist.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys set up your camp here, and I'll assume that you have all your horses kind of just...
And can I first attempt to cut the throat of this one with my hunting knife, please?
The one manacled?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. There'll be no attempt. Dude, are you doing this stealthily, or is this just a straight up?
Wait, I'm so confused right now.
I was getting a position to walk over these guys, so
I
if
was-
she's near him, I will be looking right at them.
Yeah. No. I mean, this is angry Rain with a hunting knife. So
Yeah. Strike is just gonna look on, mouth like a gape, like what?
So evil. I had an arrow trained on him too.
on this one.
Okay.
When I see her
This
paw
one right here.
I would be like, Rain, no, we need information.
Rain, why are we sparing them? They're murderers.
We're not sparing them, we're interrogating them.
Listen, I'm all for
Strike's gonna say-
kneecapping everyone, but come on now.
Yeah, I hate to agree with Theron, but yeah, I think we need to get some information from these guys about this noble woman and
I'll tell you what, Strike can play some music on the lute, and if they don't sing that you like, you can slit their throat.
And you can put your dagger on his throat while we try to get information from the other one. And if he doesn't answer what we want, you can just slit his throat. If you're comfortable with that, because this seems pretty crazy.
You can find it in your heart.
Because I thought we were the good guys, and then apparently we're just killing everyone.
Well, they started it.
Yeah.
They didn't slit her throat, but someone
Okay.
I feel
Like
too
I
guilty
said,
about. But
We don't know. She might be a witch. They might have saved the entire world.
Do you actually say that in character?
Yes. We don't know who she was.
People who kill first without talking can't be trusted.
so let's
Before this
interrogate
virus,
these guys. Go ahead.
so before this virus, you didn't know that Rain knew any swear words. But she does, apparently.
Crazy. I honestly, I just wanted to try to talk to these guys, and then we decided to kill all of them, and I'm very confused right now.
So let's interrogate these guys.
Somebody moved
And
forward. They killed her.
well, let's interrogate these guys, and then maybe load the body of the noble on the cart and take him to Falcons. Maybe he'll have an idea who she is if we can't find that out from these guys.
I mean, it might be hard for him to figure out with a burned face.
Was her face burned?
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was.
Her whole front of their body was burned. Now, she
Okay.
wasn't in there for very long, but definitely enough to burn her fairly badly.
And like her clothing and stuff, there's no identifying markings, any type of sigils, anything at all on her.
Definitely, like, really the only real legible anything is kind of on the back of it, but you don't see any symbols or anything that, you know, kind of make any sense to you.
Any
I
birthmarks
still
or
think-
anything on the body?
Any what, sorry?
Birthmarks or any type of tattoos,
You can
anything
undress her if
identifying?
you like, that's fine, yeah.
That's weird. I'll do it. I'll do it anyway.
Alright, so you're going to undress this... this
You can
lady.
get some more. You can get some more swear words if you like.
Strike will start playing some romantic music.
Listen,
Oh my god!
cut the loot. Cut the loot. This is
Got
bullshit.
really dark, yeah.
Just trying to get some information, and maybe we have a way to talk to someone who might know who she is.
Alright, so you...
But I still think we should take the body to Falcons, just because people are going to be. If a noble's missing, he'll be able to get word to people and at least have the body for their family.
That's fine.
Okay, so you are going to undress her respectfully, or just...
Respectfully,
Okay.
with as much respect as I can do.
You don't notice even any scars on this lady. You can tell even just by looking like at her hands and whatnot. What kind of looks recent is like she's definitely dirty and kind of beaten and whatnot, but there's no like long-term scars or anything on her, which kind of also kind of makes you feel like she was definitely some kind of noble or definitely someone with power, because it doesn't look like she's worked a day in her life.
All right, and then you said, is her hair completely burned off, or is there a color
No,
of the
there-
hair that we can see?
There's definitely some hair there, and it's kind of like a dirty blonde, nearing brown kind of thing.
After they get like the
Alright.
wagons back up and set up, I would ask. So, which one do we want to talk to first?
I'd say this one, right?
Rain, do you not want to put your dagger to this guy's throat up here and get your crazy revenge, potentially?
Did somebody tie up the one to the south?
I didn't have any rope. I need to buy more rope.
Do I have any rope on me? I
You
do
need
it.
to buy some more rope as well.
I use that. Time up.
Is that Sienna?
I have 10 feet of rope, so I'll use that to tie him up.
We each have enough feet of rope to tie up a person, so
Yeah, I have 100 feet of rope on the cart to the wagon.
So Strag, you try and tie him up then.
Also,
All right,
Jedi,
I
I will
will
put her clothes back on after I investigated her.
Yeah, I assumed when you said respectfully, you're kind of just doing one
Yes.
thing at a time,
Yep.
not just ripping all their clothes off and
Yep.
throwing them in the fire.
Yep. Just so we're clear, I did put her clothes back on.
Yes, okay.
I will cast guidance and tie up the guy.
Yeah.
What sleight of hand or dex?
This guy is knocked out completely, so you don't even have to. You can roll for the fun of it, but well, yeah, just roll. If you get a 1, you're done. Okay.
There you go.
30.
Ray
Yeah,
says make it tighter.
Oh, you're tying him up? With the... I see what you mean. I thought you were trying to, like, do it silently. Give me a dex to see how well you tie him up.
Guidance.
Yeah, you can do it with advantage, too. So he doesn't wake up,
25.
and you feel like you tied him up quite well.
Still have an arrow trained on him.
All right, and I'll use my elemental
You now
to
have a
start splashing the guy with water that appears out of nowhere repeatedly
Okay, so Jedi,
until he wakes
got
up.
got a readied action with a knife to this one's throat. If the other, if instructed,
Okay.
you know, hinted, suggested.
Yeah. Basically, you want to kill him, but yeah. I get it.
Rain the serial killer.
Rain.
Cereal.
Forgive.
I mean, we have killed a lot of people, so
I mean, we did kill a lot of those were rats.
Not all of them.
yeah, we still gotta find those other ones.
You
The-
guys want
the-
to mess with them again?
Listen, if this was a crazy homebrew campaign, we would hunt them to the ends of the earth.
To be fair to Rain, these are the first. Like on San.
No, you go.
But to be fair to Rain, these are the first. I think these are the first people we've come across actually committing a crime, like not
Yeah.
against us.
It is like they killed her in such a horrible way as well.
Yeah.
She might have been a noble witch. We don't know.
God damn it, Bess. I should point out that the reason Rain is acting so droppy is because she thinks it's her fault as well.
Oh, right, yeah, that's fair.
Well, I'll be the first to say it. It is your fault, but yeah, anyways.
Ooh, ouch. That is rough from the DM. Rough. I wasn't gonna say it.
Rain did not.
It's true, it is.
Not Rain's fault. Rain did not put the knife to her throat, or slit her, or throw her in the fire.
And definitely,
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Strike blames Theron.
And Varys
Is that-
blames Strike.
Is that just a reflex?
Theron just continues to produce little bits of water that splashes in the guy's face over and over again.
Varys will ask Strike to punt the sleeping guy.
Okay.
And that is more entertaining.
Now, to be clear, we're doing the manacled one first.
I'm
Yes.
doing this one first.
Yeah, that guy down here.
Wait,
Manacled.
that guy's tied up. This guy's manacled.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
this guy was manacled, and that guy was tied up. I'm reversed?
Yeah, you're reversed.
Okay.
This guy's
Well,
manacled. This
whoever
guy's
we're-
tied up.
Whoever we're talking to first, I will train an arrow on the other guy.
Okay. You
we
might want
talk
to
to
get a
this
little
guy
better
first.
positioning there, Varys, because they're talking to this one first.
Ah, cover doesn't matter for me though.
Oh, Strike made it easy for you.
I
That's
mean,
true.
I am so skilled right now.
Wait, where'd you go?
Once level 5 hit, so skilled.
Yes. Strike on your guy's screen?
He disappeared. He went invisible.
Where is Strike?
Ah,
Strike, did you cast invisibility? I'm confused.
Did you disappear?
yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, sure you don't, cheater.
He's that invisible
What?
strike.
Why did that do that?
Invisible just messing with everyone.
Oh, I gotta fix that, actually. Interesting. I got you anyways. I'm gonna do that right frickin' now. There you go. Alright, so... Rain, you have a knife to his throat. Varys, you're watching this one. Cyanna, what are you doing?
I was going to do the interrogating, if that's alright with you guys.
Yeah.
So we
We're
interrogating.
The manacled
We
one.
interrogating the top guy. Okay, so I need to have a knife to this one's throat.
Oh, you want to have a knife on that one's throat. Okay.
That was the idea.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Varys, you're looking at... So you're... Rain and Varys, you're focused on this one with ready to tax. Cyanna, you're going to talk to this one. Strike, what are you doing?
So I'm just curious. The manacles are just for his hands or his hands and feet?
Just
do
for
you
his
have-
hands, I think.
Do you have one set of manacles or two?
One.
Okay, so hands or feet, you can tell me wherever you put them on.
Hands, but then I'll tie up his feet.
Okay. You can give
I'm,
me.
I'm both.
Okay. Give me another dex. Okay. You tie him up.
Was it an advantage?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you advantage because he's passed out and he doesn't seem to be moving.
Oh no.
He's tied up.
That's cute. And I guess the other one also.
And the other
Oh,
one,
you
you
already
already
got
did
it.
the other one.
Oh, well, I thought I did his arms. Or I guess did we tie him all the way up?
I would assume you tied him all the way. You got 50 feet of rope there, so
Okay.
I would assume you tied him right up.
All right. Then I'm going to have my rapier drawn on this guy and ready to action that if he tries to actually run or move 5 feet, I'm going to slash at his legs.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I'm gonna slap him over the face.
Okay. And you're just throwing water on him, Theron?
Yeah, I'm continually using my elemental attunement to create a small little bit of water that just splashes him a tiny bit in the face over and over again.
All right. So, to your best efforts, trying to wake this guy up, water, slapping him, whatever you try to do, he does not wake up. This guy is out cold.
Ferris will say, "You need to punt him like the other guy did to his friend."
That was a spell. That's a bit different, isn't it?
I'm
No, he
patient.
kicked him.
I can keep this up for a long time.
We can't though. Strike, play your loot.
Rain says, is he refusing to cooperate?
I mean, technically, but it's not.
Alright. Varys will walk forward and punt this guy. Non-lethally punt this guy in the side of the face.
Okay.
And then back up and retrain the arrow on him.
Okay. He's also knocked out completely. Doesn't wake up.
Damn it.
Can I roll a medicine check to see if there's anything I can do to this guy to wake him up?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Just shove a good berry in his mouth if you want. So,
Yeah. Sienna, you think this guy's like on the brink of death.
Yeah, well, I will take one of my good berries. Wait. Yeah, I'll take one of my good berries.
Either that or give him one health
My
point.
goodness.
You give him a good
What's
berry?
that?
It will give him 1 health.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Give him a good berry.
All right. So you give him a good berry, and he starts to kind of come awake. And he's starting to realize he's kind of bound, and he's just looking at you guys. What do you want?
Hey, sleepyhead.
I'd like to know what the hell was going on here.
I'll turn to Varys and I say, Varys, put a scimitar in the fire. Then I'll turn back to the guy.
Wait,
I won't
a
do that.
scimitar?
Oh.
I'm so confused. They're in the wagon. Theron? I don't know where the wagon's at.
The wagon's here. The wagon's here.
Okay, I guess I will unready my arrow and walk down here
no.
with the scimitar.
Better yet, I'll pull out my lightning sword and hand it to Varys and say, put the tip of that in the fire.
Wait, lightning sword? I'm so confused. Okay, I'll hold the tip of the lightning sword in
He's got a
the
katana.
fire.
That has lightning on the hilt and stuff.
Okay. I'll hold the tip of it into the this isn't magical fire. We didn't even fucking look. So if your sword dies, man, I can't do anything for you. I'll hold it into the fire. The tip. Just the tip.
While you're holding the sword, you can feel the magic of the sword.
Is it a katana or a scimitar?
It's a short sword, is technically what it is.
It's a katana, though. It is
I am
Okay.
proficient. I am proficient.
stat-wise. It's
so
a
yeah.
short sword.
So yeah, I'll give him that. Tell him to hold the tip on the fire. Turn back to the guy, but I won't say anything to him.
Oh god. I see where this is going.
And he's like spitting out some blood right now. You can tell he doesn't look too good, and he's kind of sitting on the ground, and you can kind of tell that he's like trying to break the manacle slightly.
I will just give him a light tap on the head with the hilt of my sword. And shake my head, no, don't do that.
Okay.
For 1 point of damage.
That's good.
How long until this sword is cherry red on the tip?
Not long. So you guys can just wait till that happens and then hand it back to him if you want.
Sure.
Well, look, I'd rather not do that to start off with. I'm gonna put my hand on his body somewhere and say, I can make you feel a little bit better if you just tell us what the hell you were doing with this lady.
And he
And
just
who
kinda,
she was, he whispers.
So as you kind of come down and like put your hand on him, and you say that, he literally just kind of takes like a mouthful of blood and spits it in your face. I'll never tell you anything, elf.
Why not? What have we ever done to you?
I'll hand my hand out for the sword and be like, sorry, she didn't tell you everything. She can make you feel a little better. I can make you feel a lot worse.
Oh God!
And I'll point the, cherry red end towards him.
Oh, I don't know. What would?
And he just kind of looks at you and says, you think this is the first time I've been insulted? The first time I've been tried to be intimidated? And he's kind of laughing, and you can see like the blood kind of like running down his teeth and whatnot. It's definitely not a very nice looking sight.
I'll say to him, is this your friend? Sitting at the up on the ground.
And he kind of looks at him and spits on the ground with blood. No.
And none of these guys were your friends? And he'll just gesture around to all the bodies laying around.
And he just kind of looks around and says, you're gonna pay for all of this. Let me go.
It looks like you guys paid for all of this. And you might be paying some more. Unless you want to answer her question.
You know, get out of here alive if you just tell us who this woman is.
Do I have your word?
Yes, on my honor, as a paladin.
It makes noise like.
Now, is that the truth?
Oh, you should let me do it.
Is that
It's the truth for Sayana. That is definitely the truth for Sayana, but like, I can't control the actions of my teammates. I assume they're not gonna like cold-blooded murder him if I say that.
So this is kind of where your word. You have just given your word to him, saying that he can go free. So now it's more of if something happens, are you going to protect him so that he leaves to honor your word, or are you just gonna let them, like the rest of your allies, kill him?
I wouldn't let them kill him.
So you should know that Theron wouldn't break your word. Like the kind of person he is, he wouldn't go against you.
It's like respect me enough to respect my word, but
I just need to know if if he's gonna be rolling against your deception. Like, are you kind of trying to deceive him, or are you going to actually, no matter what, if you give him the word, you're gonna be like, okay, guys, no, I won't let you kill him.
If I believe he's telling the truth, then I will not kill him, and I will protect him from my other teammates.
Okay, so then roll me a persuasion to try to persuade him into that. Then.
Would I have advantage as well? Or?
No, just persuasion.
Maybe.
Nice.
Okay. If I have your word, yes, let me go.
Yes, I will let you go if you tell me.
Avaris will come up to Sayana and say, maybe you should tell him if he gives us his word that he won't come after us afterwards as well.
Yeah. If you promise to leave us alone, we will absolutely let you leave. And once you tell us who this lady is and what you're doing here.
And he just kind of looks up. What about my friend?
It says he's your friend now.
Can you? Will he come after us if we let him go?
Well, we are a bunch of bandits. I can't speak for him, to be honest. I don't really care much for him anyways. If you let me go, I'll let you know everything you want to know. You're a paladin, aren't you?
Yes. I will leave his fate to my crewmates.
I've ran into a paladin before. Very honorable. I have your word, correct? And he looks at you again.
You have You absolutely have my word, and I will not harm your other friend. But if my teammates decide that he has to die, I don't think I can overrule that.
And you will
And
protect me.
I will protect you.
Varys will walk up to Cyan again and ask Cyanna to make sure he agrees to not come after us after this again as well.
Yeah, as long as you give us your word as well. But
I'll lower my sword back at him and say, "We will uphold her vow if we think you're telling us the truth. If we think you're lying, though, things will be different."
And he just kind of looks at you. I have no reason to lie. I just want to get out here with my life.
so will you tell us?
What do you want to know? And he kind of
Who is this?
he puts his hands out as if he wants the manacles removed.
I will.
You have the order of events backwards. If you are honest with us and tell us what we ask, you will leave here unharmed.
And you can tell he kind of looks at the ground and is like weighing his options. And just puts his hands back down and kind of to his lap. Says, fine. What do you want to know?
Who is this woman, and what were you doing to her?
I'm not sure who she is. We were heading down somewhere to Icespire Peak. Around there, we heard there's a dragon. On our way down, we met this group of nobles. So we raided them, killed all of them, and took her as prisoner. Figured we might be able to get some money for her.
Diana, can you have him point out where this Icespire
I'm
Peak
gonna-
is on the map?
I'm going to be insight checking, like,
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
everything he says.
Do you know where? Can you point us to Icespire Peak on a map, or?
Yes, of course. Not that it's hard to see or anything. And he kind of just points in the direction and points on the map. And you guys think he knows exactly where it is, so you're pretty sure he knows what he's talking about. And Theron, you trust what he's saying. You have no reason to not believe him.
Rain's going to shout at him, what's her name?
I don't know what her name is.
You don't even know her name?
No.
Is he
I
lying?
mean-
You can roll an insight.
I trust him, but
Buddy.
You don't think he knows her name.
Does anyone in the party know her name? Does your friend over here know her name?
Possible. The one that was making his way with her may know.
okay.
Did we kill him?
And he kind of looks at his buddy. Well, it's not him. And he kind of looks around and looks at this one. It would have been him.
Fuck. All right.
Where did you find her? Where did you come across her? Where'd you capture her?
On the road down, there's a lodge. Not far from here. There's a road up there that comes down kind of near Neverwinter. It's a hidden road. However, on that way there, that's where we ran into these nobles.
It must have been one of Falcon's guests. Did they seem like they were heading towards the lodge, or?
Yes, I believe so. We know that there's a powerful archer that lives there. We don't go near there.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Apparently not as powerful as I am.
I can't do anything
What
else.
can you tell us about the dragon?
So he puts his arms back up. Have I not told you enough? How do I know you're not just gonna kill me?
I think
You keep running
I'm
your
gonna-
tongue, and I am going to kill you.
He's sitting on the ground, correct?
He's sitting. Yeah.
So I'll take my sword and put it like between his legs, and I'll slice down through the rope, and I'll say that's all you get until you've finished answering our questions. Don't try to run again. It didn't work for you last time.
Okay.
Can I help him up to his feet?
Sure. As you help him to his feet, he kind of does some more coughing and coughs up a little bit more blood. And you can tell he's he's trying to answer you, but he's having a hard time talking at this point.
I will use the hands that I still have on him, and I'll give him. I'll give him 5 health points from that. Heal him a little bit.
Strike gives you an odd look.
And I'll
And-
blade back at him.
So he stops. He stops talking, or coughing, and kind of looks at you and says, "Thank you."
I gave him my word. Now,
So what
honestly,
can you
I
tell
don't-
us about the dragon?
Oh, we don't know much about this dragon, but we know he's been causing trouble in the area. And, well, dragons have loot, so we decided to go down there.
And you were just going to go to the mountain and hopefully run into him? Do you have a final destination, an exact spot?
No, that's what we were trying to figure out.
And you just decided to kidnap someone along the way?
We thought we could get some good money for her. After all, we are bandits.
If
And on that note, I'm going to look to the rest of the party and say, you have any other questions?
not really,
Sienna, do you have anything else at all, or no?
I don't think of anything.
How long have you been traveling through these woods?
Not long. About 4 days. Unfortunately, you killed our best tracker. Survivalist. Whatever that word is.
It's a good thing there's a path not too far from here.
Have you seen any unusual boars in the forest?
Boars. No.
Any weird lights, sounds?
And he's kind of like
Green.
looking at you guys like, no.
Oh, you must be pretty lucky then.
Did you
Don't
have
worry
any-
about it. There's a legendary boar in this woods. It's pretty large. We're just looking to get it some good roast pork.
Did you have
So
any other
Strike's gonna-
goals or intentions besides tracking down this dragon horde?
Intentionally, we just came to get gold. Riches, treasures. Whatever way we could do it. But our main goal was to find this dragon.
Okay, I don't think we've interrogated him enough.
Strike's going to say, I don't think he has anything more to tell him, and he's going to drive his blade into him.
Whoa!
I would try and stop that because
Yeah.
of Sienna's vow.
Let's see.
Okay, so
Yep.
let's figure this out. Technically, Strike, you're gonna have the drop on this because you're just gonna do that. So what we're gonna do is, Strike, you can make an attack. However, I suspect Sienna and Theron, you're both gonna try and stop it.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, Strike, is I'm gonna offer like a disadvantage attack. But that's pretty much it. So they're trying to stop it, but your attack will be with disadvantage. And that's gonna hit. Roll damage. Oh, what the fuck? Now, I don't
You
know
said
if-
you were going to let him go? I let him go.
I don't know if you would actually get the sneak attack there, because technically Theron and Sienna wouldn't be allies at that point. That's
No,
definitely... That's a great...
But
I think it's,
And he's not prone.
Rain close enough.
He's not prone anymore, but
We definitely be allies, I think, right?
he is definitely kind of looking towards Sienna. So he's not really watching you strike, so I'm going to allow it. And you just poke it right into his back, and Sienna, you see this rapier just go right through his chest. And he just kind of holds this rapier that's right through his chest, and like Strike, when you like take it out, he's like literally gripping onto it so hard that you rip some of his fingers right off too, and they fall to the ground, and a bunch of blood just comes splattering on you, Sienna, and he falls to the ground.
Can I save him?
No, you cannot. Well, you can roll a
All right.
medicine, but I've already made
Drake. Sorry, Strike. I'm sorry.
I would leap up and strike at him non-lethal.
Yeah.
At Strike.
strike at me?
Yes. I would
like the same if it's okay.
to get him away and prevent him from doing any damage because like this is all happening like right away. So I probably don't notice that he's down and can't be saved at this point.
Okay. Yeah. That's gonna hit. And you're gonna take 13 damage, Strike.
Can I do it as well, or?
Yes, you can. Yeah, if that's what you want to do. Hit.
There is such thing as grapple, guys.
Another 13 damage.
You're a sword through my guy that I promised to protect. I'm telling. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, sorry.
You promised to let him go. I let him go.
Oh my god,
Yes. I had my katana in my hand, so this is the actual attack.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that's true, actually. So add, what does that add? 6?
So it's,
Add 6 to your health, Strike. Alright, so Rain and Varys, what are you...
Do I get a retaliation strike here?
Well, you just made an attack, so... we're kind of just out of initiative, but what's Rain and Varys doing?
I mean, I had an arrow trained at this guy, and I don't know what to do. I'm kind of fucking conflicted. I guess I am going to, after seeing them attack Strike, I am going to shoot an arrow not at Theron, but basically in front of his face to try to get him to stop attacking Strike.
Okay. Just give me a roll to see how well you shoot.
What kind of... just a longbow?
Yeah, just a longbow. Yeah.
Not good.
Okay, you're gonna hit Theron.
Oh no! Hit.
Well, here goes the party. Actually,
That's like
I had
the only
sharpshooter
thing that'll
on
do
too,
anything is if he gets a 1
so-
and he rolls a fucking 1.
It was actually an 8. I accidentally had sharpshooter on.
Well, I meant like the fact that you rolled a critical.
A 1.
miss. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, so you are gonna hit Theron, roll your damage.
Not sharpshooter. Just 9. Just 9.
Alright, Theron, you take 9 damage, and things are getting a little crazy right now. I don't know if I actually have to go into initiative order here, but Rain, what are you doing?
I'm gonna well, oh my god, I had guilt before.
And my face also looks shocked because I did not try to hit him. So, if you look at Varys, his mouth is open and kind of going, "Oh shit!" Did not want to do that.
And
So
when we
I'm
left,
gonna-
I let that strike out of my I'd have been like, "What are you doing?"
I'll jump up from beside this guy. I'll pop the hunting knife on top of him, and shout stop, and pop a cure wounds on Strike. Oh my god.
So I guess the biggest question is, what does Strike do now as a response?
It's coming up, but not yet.
Oh, yeah, okay, so I've grabbed hold of Strike, and I'll do a. Oh, you're gonna need a 3rd level. What?
Strike should notice that I only attacked him once and not 3 times. Or 4.
Well, that's.
Nice.
There you go. 17.
And let me know when the owl can go.
I'm gonna do that right after this. Alright, 17 health, Strike. Is that everything, Rain?
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, the owl is definitely flapping at your head, trying to like scratch you and whatnot, Cyanna, and then flies up in the air.
Would he go for her or the first one to hit me?
He's
Darn.
just going after the one that was closest.
Because I look the angriest, probably right.
Yeah.
Because
She was the most recent.
sorry, right?
All right, Strike. What are you doing?
Nothing short of like knock me out is probably gonna. Well, I mean, running away would do it, but
Well, he was just attacked, so his first reaction is to hit back. So he will swing at Diana because he just saw the owl help,
And that's with advantage.
and he will cast Booming Blade. And he will say, "Don't follow me." Once he hits him.
I need to make a DC to it.
Ah!
Oh no, that's a hit because it's advantage
Oh,
because of the
Is there
owl.
nice.
DC? Let's say
DC is 12.
Ooh.
How's that work with Steve?
I'm standing
I got-
next to you now.
Yeah, but you're more neutral. I wouldn't say you're an ally. Like, it's weird, but the owl's there. The owl's an ally.
The owl's
So,
gone.
But
anyway,
the owl flew back up. So
Okay.
You
um,
rolled max damage.
you know what? We're just gonna do a 50% chance that you get the sneak or not, because it's like a gray area there. So
very
anything above 50 and you get the sneak. All right, so just 11 damage to you, Sayana.
And then bonus disengage. Oh, 25, 30. Wait, no, wait. 5, 10, 15, 20.
As he moves away, I would try to like swing and like clip his legs with the with the back end of my sword,
Okay.
Not your turn.
trip him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you moved away. Oh,
Yeah.
you have the.
But I did bonus action
disengaged.
disengage. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
But yeah. Anyways, is that everything,
And
Strike?
he's gonna say, "What are you doing?" I let him go. That was the plan. And I point to the dead body on the ground,
Strike, you
and I
should
say,
shut
"They've
up.
probably done plenty worse than this."
Good.
I'll put my sword away on my back, and yell to him. She gave her word. We backed up her word, and you broke it.
I followed the word. I let him go. He's gone.
Oh my God, Strike.
Piece of shit.
Plus, you never asked me my opinion.
It's true.
Okay, Theron, what are you doing?
He is furious, and
Theron, keep in mind you just took an arrow from Varys, so you don't know what really is going on.
But my face is in shock if you looked at me.
I'm more focused on Strike than anything else. Like I'm just ignoring the fact
Even
that I got shot.
Arrow to the face? Man.
Well, I was facing away from you, so I assume it didn't hit me in the face.
Yeah, it would have hit you like in the side, but yeah, no, it definitely hit you, so I mean, yeah, it's up to you how you want to handle the situation.
We make decisions as a group. You don't get to decide for the whole group what happens.
They're at the car wash.
Well, you seem to make a decision that you're going to let him go. You didn't ask me my opinion.
Rain chips in at this point and yells, "They're murderers!"
And then Strike's going to say, "And Theron, your word doesn't mean much. Why don't you just cast a fireball?"
I'll turn back to Rain.
Oh.
Just because they are murderers doesn't mean that we should be. And I'll turn back to Strike. If you were trustworthy, I'd tell you what things were. Steal any armor lately?
Theron, you can roll me an intelligence. All right. The fact that Strike had said fireball doesn't ring true. You don't think of anything right there at all. He just kind of says it, and you just kind of overlook the fact that he said that. Does that make sense?
Is
Because he kind of revealed that he knows what your necklace
Yeah.
does. but you didn't catch on to that, your character.
No, and even if he did, he wouldn't care.
Am I good to go?
So Strike still has a
yeah,
sword.
I mean, I
And I'll
think,
say to Raid, our purpose shouldn't be to lower ourselves to their level. It should be to stand above it.
we're not really in initiative order here, Sienna, so you could kind of just do what you want to do unless you're going to attack them.
Is a thing.
Oh,
You wanna take it again?
where are you going, Sienna?
Sienna, where you go?
If she follows him, the booming blade does trigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sienna,
Strike's going to say, I told you not to move.
well, technically, Strike, you're still up here, too, to be fair.
Yeah, well, I moved the moment she started to move.
Does booming blade jingle?
What's
Does it
that?
do
It's a 1d8
Doesn't stop
thunder,
you.
isn't it?
No sneak. Just 1 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. there you go.
I am just going to say I don't know what the hell's happening. Someone tell me who the fuck I'm supposed to shoot.
Get back! Get back!
Not Theron. All right, Sienna,
Strike's going to
so
say, stop coming at me, Sienna.
What?
are you attacking
I don't
him?
want to like. Thing is, I don't want to keep going like this, but I don't know. Like, I feel like Sino would keep attacking him in this specific situation,
That's
but
It's
I don't want to
completely-
be egg.
If your
Um,
character's going to do it, then I mean that's
Yeah, don't feel bad. If you end up killing another person, especially if they
Kill him.
they did, right?
So Rain's going to run into the middle here and yell
Well, not yet,
stop.
yet, but because technically I'm still in initiative, but
Yeah,
See, I'm-
so we're all clear here, guys. Like, if someone's going to attack, we're still in the initiative order. So, Sienna, I just need to know, are you planning on attacking Strike?
I am planning on taking strike.
Okay, then Strike, you had moved to, I believe it was there.
I think so. There, one of those two.
Well, you were here.
Oh, yeah, then I
Was
went
it-
up. You're right.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So technically you would have been there.
So Rain, you're still next to me.
And then
Okay.
Sienna, you can just do whatever it is that you want to do with your turn if you're going to attack. Otherwise, we'll just go out of the initiative order.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Rain has been yelling to everyone to stop.
Damn. Okay.
So this long sword just goes like right over your head, like complete miss. It looks like the sword's about to go flying in the air because you almost lose control of it, Sienna. You're so like worked up and emotional over what's happening right now.
There's not really much I would think about doing except attacking again. So that'll be me.
Okay,
in
so
that turn.
You know what? We're just we're gonna simplify this because we're just in it. So let me just we'll just throw you guys in there. I got everybody there, so or no, I guess it didn't. My API is shit the bed.
We need to roll initiative. Or?
2 seconds. I'm gonna roll for everybody just to make things easy here.
Oh my god.
Welp. The fire is
Yeah.
winning.
The fire is burning.
So it was like Strike, me, Sienna, Varus, Rain, something like that.
Well,
think it's
no,
what we
we're
did
gonna
before.
go from the top because Strike was first, and then it was Theron next, and then it was Sienna after that, and then it was Varus. Where is Varus? Oh, there he is.
I'm still just hanging out, confused as fuck.
And then it was Rain, and then it was the Owl. The Owl can just stay there like that. So Sienna just took her turn. So Varus, what are you doing?
I'm holding an action of attack on Strike and asking Theron, what the fuck are we doing? Is this actually happening? What am I supposed to do? And that's my turn.
Okay. Rain.
Okay. Turn. Oh, okay. Can I get here?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, you can get right to Strike.
Okay.
In between
What are you
Strike
doing?
and Sign.
Erin, are you going to do an attack of opportunity?
What? No, not
No.
you.
No, I put my sword away, and was just turning and like yelling back at you about us not being murderers.
Okay, so I'll run up here, grab Diana.
You never restrained me.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to grapple you.
Okay.
And shout, stop. Stop, this is insane. I know I'm kind of angry, but this is much too far.
So, Rain, you're
How-
going to roll an athletics to grapple. Sienna, you can roll either athletics or acrobatics to try and escape it.
So athletics to
Ooh.
grapple.
Good luck. Yeah,
Damn.
no, she just pushes you back.
I have done it, so
Owl is going to continue to flap at you, Sienna, trying to distract you.
That's fair.
Strike.
Did Rain say anything, or she just really tried to grapple?
For me, so that's obvious.
tell Sienna to stop. This
That's
is
it?
crazy.
Okay, so you didn't try to persuade me. All right, then I will swing at Sienna and say, "Stop coming at me," and I'll cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
And advantage because of the owl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy.
Critical.
Well,
Okay, another gray area. So,
I'd say that counts, to be honest.
well,
Well, that actually would kill me, honestly. 16.
well, actually, because Rain
Anytime he
is...
gets advantage, he gets the sneak attack.
Ah, there we go. So,
So it would.
actually,
Yeah.
the last time would have counted too.
Okay. Yeah.
So 13 damage from the last one, and you're going out, Sienna. You're done.
I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Honestly.
Oh,
That is literally more than my health right there. Right.
how much is that?
Yeah, but unless it takes you to your health below 0, your max
Yes,
health
but-
below 0. you
So
wouldn't go
okay,
there.
wait. You take 13 damage for Sienna from the last attack.
Yeah. So I'm on
Because it-
13 right now,
Yes. So
and that is 39 damage.
more than double.
So that's not. I'm not quite dead, but I'm
30.
pretty
Oh,
close.
it's close. Yeah. So 39 damage is what you're gonna take there, Sienna. And
Missing
you,
on 0.
and you fall to the ground. All right, Strike. What are you doing?
I'm assuming Rain doesn't have any weapons drawn, so I'm going to just run.
Oh my God, this is happening.
30. Then bonus action dash, so I can get out of people's range.
First of all, Rain, are you going to do a opportunity of attack when he runs away?
No, I am not.
Okay. So to be, like, kind of what happened here is, Strike, you took your blade and you jammed it, like, right kind of, like, near her abdomen and just right up inside of her. Somehow you kind of just got underneath her plate mail and you dug it deep inside of her and then ripped it out, and even you could see, like, some of the, like, blood and, like, even some guts kind of come off your rapier as you swing it out, and Sienna, you just fall to the ground and go unconscious.
Question, Jedi. Even though I asked Theron what's going on, because I just witnessed him basically try to kill Sienna, can I use my reaction or no?
Did you have a
I had a ready to attack on him.
on Strike?
Yep.
Yeah. It was correct.
Well, I mean, if you seen him take a Cyan out like that, I would assume that you're gonna shoot.
Yep.
So, yeah, you can. I don't know what you said for a
Just
red-
a regular attack. It
Okay.
wasn't anything.
Okay, then go ahead and roll it. Oh my god! Oh my god! You guys.
And now we're getting the crits.
On each other. Yeah. 14 damage, Strike. So this arrow just digs right into your side, Strike, as you're running, and you feel it. This thing is like embedded inside of you.
So where did he hit me? Because I'll take my full movement if he.
It's
Would
as
he have
you
done it
without
right
leg?
in his face.
As you saw me go
then-
down.
So he hits you in just like the right side of your, kind of like your belly almost.
Well, I just got attacked by 3 people. So, Strike is running off.
This is very interesting. This is very interesting. I've never had this happen with the party ever. Anyways, continuing on. So Strike, you're running. Darren.
I'll turn to Rain and say, get her back up. We'll pull out my quarterstaff. As I get here, I'll smash this guy in the face. I'm so pissed.
All right, you don't even got to roll. You just crush his head in as you normally do, and he's dead.
And I yell, Strike, get back here. This isn't solving anything. But I'm not, like, holding up my quarterstaff, like, threatening or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm not going to run after him. I'm going to stay right here and tell him to come back.
Okay. Sienna, death
Who's that?
save.
Just lost. Oh, there he is. Jabba's back.
Oh, did we lose him?
Yeah,
He dropped out of Discord for a sec. Did you hear what I said?
No, I missed.
Oh, I pulled out my quarterstaff. I hit the guy that was on the ground in the face and killed him. And I just yelled, Strike, get back. This isn't solving anything. But I'm not holding I'm not holding my staff in like any kind of like threatening manner or anything like that. And I'm not chasing after you. I just stop right here.
Okay.
Do I get to respond, Jedi, or next turn?
You're on your turn, yeah. Varys.
Well, I already attacked him, so
Yep. that
this
makes
time
sense.
I am doing sharpshooter
Oh, God.
Yes.
precision
Oh,
attack. Hey, you just tried to kill a friend, so
It is true. Varys is kind of in the
Trying to
dark
kill me
right now.
first.
this is gonna be everything.
You did see her hit me first.
Well, the thing is Varys was looking at the other guy and kind of
Yeah.
didn't really see what happened other than the fact that you guys started
With
fighting.
me and Darren attacked you, you know, so.
What's your AC?
So it's a 20 to hit.
18. Yeah, it's gonna hit. And 16 damage. Strike, you fall to the ground. So this arrow just like gets you right in the back, and you just kind of lose. You don't know what happened.
I would go up to this guy here, take the manacles off of him, go down, run down, put him on Strike before.
Well, we gotta do.
Does he have a key?
Oh,
Now this is where it gets interesting, guys,
Yes.
because I still have an extra action, and I honestly don't know what I'm doing.
well, he went down.
I know he went down.
He also just
Oh.
seen him slay, like literally slay Sienna.
Yeah. And nobody brought her back up yet, so I don't know if she's alive or dead. This really sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This was to be my bloody date night.
Yeah, this really threw a wrench in everything.
No, that's tomorrow night.
Oh my god.
No, I mean, it's going to be a disadvantage, but I attack again.
It is a disadvantage. Yep.
With the same thing.
Okay.
Security die, everything. So, fuck.
Down.
He has to do 30. That's a miss. Yeah, that'll miss.
Super miss. So there you go. And that's my turn. I will move towards him more. So 10, 15, 20,
Darren, stop him.
25,
Darren, stop him.
30,
Oh, God. What if he's down there?
35.
And the owl
Um,
disappears. Right?
That's the end of my turn.
Does the owl disappear?
No.
If I had, I don't know.
I don't think it does.
Doesn't say. Oh wait. That's when the familiar drops to 0 hit.
Listen, this is so fucked up.
I don't think it does disappear.
I think it does too. Pretty sure it does.
Okay.
But I don't see anything.
It's not concentration. It lasts an hour.
I'm hoping somebody grapples me.
No, the casting time is an hour, but the owl stays until he dismisses it or it dies.
Oh, I think the owl's still there.
Yeah.
At Paris.
Darren, you have to tell them to stop it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Rain, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, oh man, you murder hobo one, and it turns out your entire party was. Oh my god. My sanity holding you together this whole time. Yeah, okay. I will, for third level cure wounds on Diana.
Okay.
And take off the other one.
All right, Sienna, you wake up. All right, is that everything, Rain?
I'm gonna first diagonal 5.
Yeah, first one's
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
30, 35. 40. 60.
Wait, how are you doing that?
No,
Yeah, if you did your action, I don't think you can dash.
yes, you're right.
Is that everything?
35. Yes, so I'm here, and also yelling "stop" to Varys.
We're gonna find out, Strike. All right. Is that everything, Rain? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Did the API crap the bed? Oh, there we go. The owl is gonna go and not attack you, Varys, but it's definitely flapping and trying to distract. Actually, that doesn't even make sense because Strike is down. I still feel like it disappears. I'm gonna have to look into that. I really feel like it disappears.
No
but-
Counter Strike, you down.
Anyways, the owl is definitely gonna try and attack you, Varys.
All right.
Oh shit, it's gonna hit too.
Wait, familiars can't attack, I thought.
Oh yes, you're right. Okay. It comes in, helps, and then flies away. Up into the air.
Hoots angrily.
Alright, Strike, you know what you're doing. Don't roll a 1.
Let's see.
Everyone's like anxiously waiting. Okay.
Good.
Alright, Theron.
It's 15, 30, 45 to get to here. So I'll have to use bonus action, dash, and as a rune pass, I'm gonna say to them, stop fighting, stabilize him, but don't heal him yet. We need to make sure he's not going to attack us again.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to stabilize him with a medicine check.
Did you already do an action?
I used a bonus action dash.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yep, medicine. Yeah, you're making it worse.
Just gotta poke around the hole, and
Yeah,
that's not working.
that looks like it hurt.
One of you help me stabilize him, but don't give him any help. Don't give him any help yet.
All right, Cyanna, you're just waking up and you're kind of like alone, and you see everybody running down to the south. You're kind of unaware of what's just happened.
Okay, I'm gonna like stand up. Start like slowly moving down. 5, 10, 15. You used half my movement to stand up, right? I have 35,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
what's that
Half
mean? I guess
that-
it just
Yeah, so technically what it would mean is like you divide the 35 in half, but you need a full 5 feet of movement to move, so technically you only have 30 feet in total.
so I'm here.
So yeah, you
15.
get there. You can use a dash action if you want.
No, I wouldn't be in the mood for dashing right now.
No.
Varys.
I did just scoop your intestines back in, so
Did no one tell me that Cyanna was up?
oh, yes.
No.
So do that. Or...
I mean, you have like a
Nobody
general awareness of around.
I mean, I'm looking at Strike, so I wouldn't see anything behind me.
Yeah, that's very fair. Give me a perception.
Okay. I don't want to kill him. I'm just trying to figure out a way to... Okay, thank God.
Yeah, you see Cyanna starting to run in your direction.
Okay. Bloodlust dropped slightly. I will just walk up, drop my bow, and pull my scimitar out and hold it over top of him with a ready to action, and just tell Theron he's better have a really good excuse.
Now remember, Theron did say to you and Rain, help me stabilize him, but don't give him any help yet.
And I'm telling you,
Okay, I just want to make sure that you know that I did ask for you guys to help me do that.
yep. This is as far as I got with Bloodlust dropped slightly.
Are you sure you're not a barbarian?
Did I give you bonus to attack rolls? Is that
Right? Ferris will go to a barbarian the next level, so I can range it.
Why not?
You need 2 barbarian levels for that.
Alright. So I'm just holding an action for if he gets back up and tries to make another attack action at anybody.
Okay.
It's an attack.
Raging in sharpshooter.
And
Come.
Rain.
Okay. I'll come down to here. Second level, the wounds on strike.
Interesting. Okay.
But I'm gonna. Well, I won't take the hands off again. I'll just kind of leave my hands on him after casting,
Okay.
and kind of look up at the guy and covered in blood and tears and yell at them to stop.
Okay. Alright, so
Okay.
11. Okay. Alright, and then the owl. Or sorry, you're done, Rain?
I'm done. Yes.
Alright, the owl's still kind of fluttering around you, Varys, flying up and then up into the air again. And then Strike. But do you guys want to take a quick break? Or are you guys all good?
Could we?
Yep. Yeah. We can take a quick break. It gives Strike a second to figure out what the hell he's going to do here, so.
I think we should all think about our behaviors.
Yeah. Everybody take 5 minutes and think about what you've done. All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Alright.
Okay, we're back. So, Strike, it's your turn. You wake up, you see Rain, with her hands on you right now.
Oh, God,
Now, do I know that? Do I know that Varys shot me? Like, that's sort of the question. You know, do I know I got hit by an arrow? Because then I could sort of figure out maybe it was Varys.
Yeah, you would have known after his first attack that he was shooting at you. Because he had a ready to attack against you, and when you were running by, it would have been clear, and, I mean, you know he's basically the only archer in your group. That, yeah, you would have known that he hit you. You might not have known what actually took you out, though, so let's just do a perception with disadvantage, because you're kind of running away and you didn't really see.
As it is, the way Rain is now, it wouldn't be possible to get in a hit on Strike without going through Rain.
Technically, you're making cover.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're making cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Strike, you're not sure exactly what ended up putting you unconscious, to be honest.
All right. He's going to look up. I guess he's going to see Rain. Then he's going to start darting his eyes around because he's confused. Let's see who he sees next. Low roll for Varys. Oh, that's not good. Then he sees Theron. He's going to reach over, grab his rapier, and start crawling away. Disengage, bonus action.
Of course.
And I guess, how far can I crawl?
15.
Well, I'll crawl
It's
10
double.
feet, so that's 5, right?
Or it's triple movement, actually, I think, to crawl. Yeah, it's triple.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Then I will stand up quickly and bonus action disengage.
Varys, what did you say you had with your ready to attack?
If he attacked anyone.
And then I will bonus action disengage, so half movement stand up. 5, 10, 15. And I'll have his rapier, and he'll just say, "Stay away! Stay away!"
Okay.
And that's it.
Theron.
And I guess I will ready an attack for anybody who attacks me.
Okay.
I'll turn to Varys and say, put the scimitar away. Fighting amongst ourselves isn't going to fix anything or solve anything.
You all started this.
It's not your turn, but no, we didn't. I'll turn to Strike and say, I don't plan on attacking you. I was only trying to stop you from killing the guy. That failed. I'm not going to attack you again.
Cyanna.
I'm just gonna take a seat by the fire. Collapse down.
Okay. Varys.
I will listen to Theron and drop my scimitar, pick my bow back up, and ready an action of attack on Strike if he shows aggression towards any of us.
Okay.
And that's it.
When he readies his action, is he like his bow like aimed at me?
I would assume so, because he's readying an action on you.
Okay.
So, yes, well, I mean, there's two ways. Well, yeah, no, he's definitely looking at you ready to shoot, because it's a triggered event, so you have to do something for him to shoot, meaning he's already looking at you with his bow drawn, ready to hit you. Right?
Okay. Well, Strike, are you still on the ground? Did you stand up?
Stood up.
Stood up. And I'll repeat, stop. This is... We shouldn't be doing this. Have to stop.
I think Cyanna, she should have been after me.
I sit down by the fire. That's my turn.
Oh, okay.
That was all she did.
I just didn't hear. My bad.
And I'll reach out for strike again. And do a first level cure wounds. Unless strike you would evade that.
Nope.
You have that?
It's this is a gray area as well because Strike said he's ready to attack for anything.
I said anybody attacking me.
Yes, but you don't know exactly what Rain's gonna do. Are you saying you're gonna heal him, Rain?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then that's okay. The owl's flies back down and he's flapping in your face, Varys. He's definitely distracting you and then flies back up. All right, strike.
He will drop his sword, draw his bow, and
Okay.
aim it at Varys
Right.
and say, "Put your weapon away." And then he will 30. And he's ready in that attack for Varys. If Varys makes an aggressive move towards him
Okay.
as an attack, not just a movement.
Okay. And Theron.
Oh, that's it.
I just move right here between the two. And I have my staff in one of my hands, but I'm just holding up my hands towards both of them and saying, both of you put your weapons down. Fighting amongst ourselves isn't going to fix a thing.
All right. And I'm just going to take us out of the turn order because I don't think anyone else is going to attack, but you can prove me wrong if you want. So you guys can just...
Strike is waiting for... Yeah, Strike's just waiting for Varys with his bow drawn.
Shit. Well, I will just tell you that you forget that I can shoot farther than you, so you should put your bow down and come talk about this.
Is that a
Strike.
intimidation?
Nope.
Okay.
Just a statement. Just a statement.
Strike will start moving backwards with his bow drawn. And trying to stay behind cover.
And I'll just say running doesn't solve anything.
He will keep moving backwards with his bow drawn.
I'll turn around and say to Varys, put your bow down.
I will put it halfway down.
Strike will put his halfway down.
Put my hand on Varys' shoulder and say, we need to put our weapons away now.
I'll put it back on my back.
Alright, Strike will lower the bow.
I will pick up my scimitar and put that back away.
Strike will go over, pick up his scimitar, and put it away.
I quickly roll, unleash an arrow. Just kidding. I won't do that.
Oh my god. Stop.
All right, you guys tell me. This is all you guys, so you just tell me what you're doing.
I'm just
Strike
gonna...
will say,
Yep, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I'm
Strike
just
will
gonna...
say,
God damn it, we're just gonna cross paths. I'm just gonna say, what the hell are you doing? First you go against one of our friends' words, and then you try to kill them. Why
I didn't give
kill
anybody
you?
my word. I didn't give anybody my word. And I let him go.
You didn't let him go, you killed him.
He's gone, all right. But I also didn't attack any of you first.
Our attacks were only to prevent your action.
My action was done. The only attacks I made were when someone attacked me.
We can't go around killing everyone we encounter.
Well, these bandits didn't deserve to live.
Some would say the actions you did doesn't make you have the right to live either.
Well, maybe we should just let all the bandits go then. And it doesn't make a lot of sense when you killed the other one.
I don't know if you would have seen that, to be honest. You can roll a perception.
Yeah, he was running away at that point.
Yep, yeah. I'm gonna make it with a disadvantage strike because you were running away and you weren't looking at him at all. So we'll say that you didn't see who killed him, but as you're looking back over that way, you can tell his whole skull is crushed right in.
I was going to say, well, when you guys killed the other one over there,
Yeah, because there was infighting, so I had to dispatch him because we couldn't keep an eye on him anymore.
well, I had to dispatch the other guy because you never knew what he was going to do either.
Rain yells at this point, they all deserve to die. Murderers and criminals. She didn't deserve to die.
Say, I just wanted to talk to these guys to figure out what the hell they were doing and where they were going. And all of a sudden, now we're just executioners?
Well, you guys never asked my opinion if we should let these arsonists that burn this woman's alive go free.
I mean, she wouldn't have died if no one came out and attacked first.
Well, you don't know that.
Rain sits down on the ground this point and starts crying quite noisily.
What are you doing, Sienna?
I am staring into the fire.
Okay.
Strike running away now? So confused.
Where are the horses?
They're all kind of like in this area.
Yeah. And she's starting to move towards the horses.
Okay.
Theron would turn to Varys and say, "We didn't kill her. You know, none of us raised a knife to her throat. None of us shoved her in the fire."
I understand that, but we might as well have.
We are not
Just because
responsible
our
for their
actions
actions.
caused them to throw her into the fire.
That's the stance of cowardice. To say that we should cower in front of those who threaten others.
So we should all just let them go, Strike yells.
And I think we should have just gave Sienna a chance to talk to them. I think they would have. We could have found a way to end this without as much death.
Well, all I know is I was attacked by 3 of you for doing something that you just didn't agree with.
I mean, you
When
practically
one of us
almost
gives
killed
word
Sienna.
to you to break that word.
Wait, who said what first?
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Darren.
Varys.
No, damn it. I just said that you practically killed Sienna.
Once she tried to kill me. I didn't make any attacks against anyone unless they attacked me first.
That's wrong, because you killed the bandit after we gave
He's
them
not part of the
our
party.
word that we would let
He's
them
not
go.
part of the party, and I never gave him my word. And you never asked my opinion on it.
But it's not your decision to break one of our words.
It's
One of
not
our
your
vows.
decision to give a vow without asking my opinion. Or expect me to hold your vows.
Just kill him. And Sayana, you're just sitting quietly. You can hear this whole conversation, for sure, just so you know.
No, I'm plugging my ears so I don't hear it.
Okay. Alright.
As soon as he started, oh, you didn't ask my opinion. Yeah, I started plugging my ears so I don't get pissed off.
How do we know that you're not going to turn on one of us, Strike, and kill us just for your own profit, just because you don't agree with what we think?
If you
And
cared
I've
more,
done that, and I've done that to any of you?
if you cared more about the group, then you would care more about our vows and the word that we give others.
My vows aren't your vows. We all don't have the same beliefs. We're here to kill a dragon. Anything beyond that, that's, I am not held to your
Well, then-
beliefs.
Well, then you need to make a decision. Do you want to do it with us or not? That's the question here. Do you
I
want
was
to
just
do it
attacked.
or
I was
against the group?
attacked 3 party members when I didn't put any sword to any of your throats.
That doesn't change the fact that you need to choose. Are you doing things with us or against us? You can't have it both ways. You can't do it sometimes with us and sometimes against us. You have to make that choice.
Well, you can't expect me to hold your vows if you don't ask my opinion.
Again, there was a lot less talking and more acting in this, and I think that if we talked with them, none of this would have happened. How are we to know your opinions if you don't voice them?
Hang on, Rain, Rain was just coming over to say something. Theron walked off.
Yeah, I was planning on walking off after I said that to Strike. But if you're coming up, then I can change it.
Yeah, no, okay. So Rain, will say to Theron, it's not long since Strike saved all our lives, and she's still crying, so it's a bit incoherent. And it was a stupid vow, and stupid thing to say, and murderers, all of them, and robbers, and worse. And they killed all those people. You heard him say so. He didn't deserve to live, and can't fight over this. It's so stupid.
Oh, thank God I'm plugging my ears.
I'm not saying what he did or didn't deserve. All I'm saying is you can't make unilateral decisions like that and think it's okay. Yeah, he saved our lives, but he's also done things to risk our lives.
And you basically made a unilateral decision by letting him go. You do see how that's, a little hypocritical.
I don't know what Varys's view was on it, so I don't know at this point how the party was split at the time, as far as with Cyana or not.
As near as I remember, only Cyana and Theron made any comments at the time.
And if,
I mean,
Rain made a disgusted noise.
Yeah, you certainly didn't ask any of our opinions. You just made your own decision. And then when you didn't like my choice, both of you, Cyana and Theron, both decided to put 2 blades into me, or a blade and a quarterstaff.
well, at least Cyana made her opinion known. You just
That was the back end of
around
it.
like a rogue and didn't say anything, and then killed someone.
I made my opinion known all right.
if you don't say anything, we can't talk to you about it. You just acted, whereas Cyanna actually voiced her opinion on what she wanted, and we went along with it because we felt that was best. And you
Well, how about the next?
you didn't say
How
anything.
about the next time you don't like something I do, you tell me about it rather than sticking a blade into me?
How about you tell us about what you're going to do before you do it, and then we'll tell you whether or not we like it or not.
It wouldn't be a sneak attack.
How about you ask my opinion before? We're just gonna keep going back and forth.
Exactly.
So I want the record to show I didn't stick a blade in you. I hit you with the blunt end.
Oh my god! Rain says that. Rain says that.
I did not know the damage. I wasn't gonna, slice through you.
Splitting hairs here.
Well, I think if you don't like something I do, you should be attacking me.
Well, I think Theron might be right, and you have to make a choice on whether or not you want to be more a part of this group, or if you just want to go out and do things on your own.
Once again, I'm fine with the group, but you never ask our opinion. I made a choice. You didn't like it, and then you stabbed me.
Darren's not getting anywhere with him. He's gonna go up by Sayana.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk back to the fire.
Strike will sit down and start playing his lute.
Performance.
Playing.
As horribly as ever.
Yeah. Still shit. What are you doing, Rain? Are you leaving him as well and going back to the fire?
I'll go over and sit next to Strike, and Rain's pretty much of a mess. She looks a mess, and she just kind of shakes her head and says, "Why is everyone so stubborn?"
Strike will ask if she knows any good songs.
Not that I'm in the mood for singing.
So, I guess just Cyanna. Was there anything else that you wanted to say or do, or you just kind of... You guys just packing it up for the night?
I mean, yeah. I don't want to be like, I'm not trying to be like an edgy person, but there's really nothing she wants to say right now. She's pretty bummed out, I guess.
Fair enough.
When Theron comes up, we'll just say, you did what you could to uphold your word and your vow. That's not on you. And then he'll let her be.
Yeah.
Alright, so is the plan that you guys are just gonna rest for the rest of the night?
Yeah. Well, that's my plan anyway.
Okay. And
Yep.
I'll ask Strike. Are you staying? Will you stay?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Okay, so I assume we're gonna continue with the same resting order. Rain, when are you gonna stay awake?
I think I would stay awake the first half of this night.
Okay. Sounds good.
Anxiety.
Yep, makes sense. Okay. So, is there anything anybody wanted to do throughout the night? Strike?
Not this night.
Okay. Probably a good idea. All right. So, you guys, I'll just put you back here. All right, so you guys wake up in the morning. This day does not feel very good for anybody. You guys definitely had quite a night. Were you casting another owl? Oh no, your owl's there. Never mind. Yeah, never mind.
Really great. I love that.
Owl was the owl was about the only survivor.
Yeah.
And you weren't even sure about that.
So you guys wake up and you pack up camp. Is there any words or anything that want to be said, or do you all just want to start silently heading back to Falcon's Hunting Lodge?
Strike's quiet.
Okay. All right, so you guys
Silent
pack up.
and dreary.
And you guys kind of make your way back up to the little trail there that you guys kind of branched off of. And go on.
And loaded the body of the woman onto the wagon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You take the girl with you.
Huh.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
Are we coming onto the road to Falcon's Hunting Lodge at the bottom of the road?
Yes. So you're coming from this section here, like.
Okay, so from what the bandit said, at some point we would discover the bodies of the rest of the group.
Correct. Well, they never really told you if it was after Falcon's Hunting Lodge or before. So really, you don't know.
Okay, yes, but we think that we
Yeah, you think if you go along that trail for long enough, you would definitely end up finding at least maybe some blood or something. You're not sure what they did with whatever they had or anything.
Okay, so Rain will mainly be looking out for that.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so you got. Go on.
This is it. Darren will, once we start moving, Darren will talk briefly with Strike, and he'll say, I spent most of the night meditating on what you said, and I think you're right, and I think you're wrong. If you have an opinion or an action that you want to take, you have that option, but it should be discussed beforehand. If you have an objection to something that one of us wants to do, you should voice it beforehand also.
Stark will just say, well, there wasn't a whole lot of time in an interrogation to debate whether we should kill him in front of him.
I'll nod my head a little bit and say, it did all happen really fast. I think in the future, if there's an objection, it should be raised right away to avoid any confusion or any, trying to think of the word. Basically, to make sure we're all on the same page and we're all acting with the same goals in mind.
And Strike, being the stubborn person he is going to say, well, why don't you ask her opinion? And point to the burnt body in the wagon. And he's going to walk away.
Right away.
Right away, yeah. Unless you are walking, I mean, whatever.
We're already on the trail, so there's nothing for you to point to.
He slows down and looks broodingly.
Well, like the body's in the wagon, so that's where he's pointing.
Oh, that's right. The body is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say, your opinion is just as valid as anybody else's. And any action you want to take, has as much value as anybody else's. But I think we should decide on things before we do it, and not spur of the moment to avoid conflict.
And Strike will just ignore him and keep going.
Okay.
He warned him. That's all he can do.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. So you guys continue on the trail, and you guys do eventually make your way to Falcon's Hunting Lodge. And no, Rain or the rest of you did not see any kind of struggle from maybe where this noblewoman had come from. You don't notice anything like that. So you think either it must be farther up the trail, or maybe they were lying. You're not really sure. So anyways, you guys do make it to Falcon's Hunting Lodge. However, we're going to end this session there for today. So thanks, everyone. I'm going to cancel stream now. We'll see you next time.